Good evening. Welcome to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 61 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's pregame is sponsored by Proud Yogi's Bears. Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Robbie Utzer, Gordon Hebert, Danny Wimpron, and Kevin Fayard. Tonight, we're at the Shrine on Airline for the 2023 Prep Football season opener as the John Curtis Christian Patriots host the Central Lafourche Trojans. Danny, welcome back. Happy anniversary, happy birthday, whatever you want to call it. It's our 13th season calling Fighting Patriot Football. Last year, the Patriots won the state championship number 28. This year, the Patriots returned 13 starters and are looking to repeat as state champions. Of course, also, we have an opportunity to have a very historic season as Coach JT is trying to be the winningest coach in the sport of football.
Well, I think everybody around the metropolitan area and of course, even getting national attention already about Coach JT, I think everybody's just excited about it. The opportunity to be here and do it again, going for another state championship to add to his record, but obviously the winningest coach ever in the sport of football. It's a big deal. So, we're excited about it again. And, of course, time's flown by that you and I have done this for 13 years with Robbie and Gordon along our side. And, it's exciting. But I think all of these kids are, even more excited than us. They should be. Obviously, during the games, we want them to keep their composure and play very well and be efficient on everything that they do. And you can't let the game get bigger than you, right? You can't let the game get bigger than yourself. You got to rely on your teammates, rely on your coaching, and do the proper things that you need to do to gain the victory. I heard Dagan talking about it this week and Coach JT talking about it this week. It's just we take it one game at a time and we see how it unfolds, and that's how we coach them. We've got to let them know, we're not worried about anything right now except Central Lafourche, so they're going to approach it that way. Last week it was East Jefferson and the Jamboree. Thought we took care of business early. Had a lot of reps from a lot of different kids. We talked about a lot of different names and obviously guys that you're going to see again tonight. But no, we're just excited about this season, Kevin. Obviously, being here at the Shrine helps out. We'll talk a lot more about that. A beautiful place to play. We're up here in our booth, and the people showed up in attendance for Curtis tonight. We got all these booths full, but, raining really hard a few hours ago, and now it looks beautiful. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful Friday night for some South Louisiana football.
Absolutely. Again, we want to thank Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill and Chris Sanchez. They're the ones who got it kicked off 13 years ago.
Yep.
10 years ago, 2013 season. As far as sponsorships, we appreciate all that they do. And, of course, Yogi's Bears, offensive linemen, they lead the way for the team. Walt and Bill were on the first ever state championship team in 1975, so no surprise that they stepped up to the plate, helped support our broadcast, and which helped the school, raise some extra funds. Of course, helps us with our travel expenses and equipment throughout the year. So we appreciate Walt, Bill, and Chris for their continued support. Feel free to interact with Danny and I during the live broadcast. You can send a text message to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location. We don't have caller ID. We'd love to give you a shout-out. Ask us a question, and we'll interact with you throughout the game. The Patriots lead the all-time series versus Central Lafourche with a record of 3 wins, 0 losses last year in the season opener down in Matthews. The Patriots won that contest 43-0, but the series started in 2001 with the Patriots winning that one 22-12, and in the following year, 2002, the Patriots won 49-0. So it's been all Patriots in this series, and we appreciate everybody from Central Lafourche making the trip up here to lovely, even as Danny said. And as you and Danny and I were riding to the stadium tonight, very reminiscent of our very first game here in mid-September of 16. It monsooned during the tailgate, and everybody's like, oh, what's going on? And all of a sudden it stopped, and then the sun came out, and it ended up being a beautiful night for high school football, so hopefully more of the same tonight. So, but what a great facility this is, and thank God we're back here, got our own home field, so to speak.
Oh, it's fantastic, and thank you to the Patriot Nation Men's Club for coming out here and cooking. Actually, there's a crazy burn notice in Jefferson Parish, something we never are accustomed to, and all of a sudden you can't cook any jambalaya, can't burn in the parking lot, but guess what? The guys went to Rouse's, got a bunch of good stuff, and we went out there for the tailgate, and everything was great. So now we're in here to the stadium, and you walk, 100 yards, and now you're in your seats.
Give a couple shout-outs to some fellow Patriots. Jeff Bonet is always kicking it off. This time he's not in Ponchatoula. He's with his dad here in River Ridge. Says, go Big Blue. Thank you. And fellow Patriot Steve Downey in Gilbertown, Alabama. Of course, for all you guys who don't know, Steve had the most important PAT in school history in his extra point kick in 1975 was the difference. 13-12 against Notre Dame and Crowley. So that's a Hall of Famer foot right there.
That's right.
We're going to pause for the playing of the national anthem. And that was the playing of the national anthem by the Colonial Regiment. We appreciate those young individuals, and we'll be give them some recognition throughout the season as well. Just got a text message from Kathy Mintz, is the wife of fellow Patriot Steven Mintz. Steve must look like he's getting some kind of massage, but he's watching the game on his phone, so we appreciate his support. He's definitely a proud Yogi Bear as well, class of 1982. So, actually had emergency retina surgery this morning. Wow. Steve, take care of yourself, buddy. But that's how he's watching some kind of apparatus.
Looks good. Good job, Steve.
He's a dedicated individual. Hey, y'all need
boy.
Y'all need to post that on Facebook. That's a good picture there. Dedicated listener there. Had retina surgery, and he's watching this through some kind of microphone. The Trojans took the field. They're going to occupy the east sideline. They are in their yellow helmets, white jerseys, and yellow pants. The Patriots are now just starting to walk onto the field here at the Shrine and Airline.
You know, I like what the guy in the elevator said before on the way up here, Kevin. We had an older gentleman, probably in his 80s. I said, "Who you coming to watch?" You know, thinking, you know, he was going to tell me somebody's name, and he said, "I'm going to watch who's on your shirt, JC." I said, "Oh, you don't have anybody playing?" He said, "No, I just like coming to watch good football. I've watched you guys since the 90s, and I always enjoyed listening to Miss Lydia sing the national anthem." So obviously Miss Lydia's had some better days. She's had some struggles in her health lately, so we want to give special thanks to her for always being here and doing the things that she can while she can. And so a special blessing to her and the family. But I just thought it was cool that the guy remembers all that.
Think of all that time. Every sprint in the summer, every wait in the winter. All those hours no one else saw. Think of every sacrifice. Early mornings on the levee, late nights in the film room, bus rides to playoff games. Every bump in the road, every moment of ecstasy, every moment of doubt. Years wondering, is it all worth it? It's all led to this. Man, I got this. It's a 60-minute drive.
And McKnight with a ton of speed. McKnight!
After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends. After all that time, this
Patriot Nation, are you ready?
And here come your Fighting Patriots at John Curtis Christian School. The Patriots wearing their traditional white helmets, home blue jerseys, and white pants. The Patriots will occupy the west sideline. Give a shout out real quick to Joe Gustin checking in from Southern Oregon. Been a very loyal listener in recent years. Appreciate you, Joe. So, again, if y'all want to interact with us, send us a text at 504-259-7690. 504-259-7690. And we're just seconds away from getting this game kicked off.
Yeah, Kevin, a pretty cool highlight tape right there by there's a new coach, Ryan Camelade. I think that he kind of put it together and showed some of the old Patriots and some of the new guys and some of the state championship action from last year. And you're right, here come the Patriots, and hopefully that's what we're doing in about 60 seconds from now. Let's go jump on them quickly. Show Central Lafourche what we're all about.
Another quick shout out to the Sherriers. Listen to us down in Poydras. Appreciate you. So let's go Big Blue. The Trojans will be kicking off left to right. Deep for the Patriots. The near side halfback is going to be Kaheem Smith. The deep back is going to be Michael Turner.
You know, and the
far side will be Proud. Go ahead.
This is what we didn't get to see last week, Kevin, because we didn't really, East Jefferson didn't really score. They didn't have to kick off. When they did, they shanked punts and they kind of shanked the kickoffs. So if we can get the ball to the bomb down here and maybe get some good blocking, let's see some special teams play early and get a little excitement on this opening kickoff here for the Patriots.
Dishman to kick it off for the Trojans. Little sky kick from the middle of the field as we fielded at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots will take it over 1st and 10 right there. And good job by just getting on that ball.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. Getting to it. I think that is, let me see who that was. I think that might have been Frankie Massico, I believe. Yeah, it was Frankie.
Yep.
He turned like a center fielder, couldn't quite get to it, and then just fell on it. And the Patriots are still going to end up with pretty good field position. Looks like it's about on the 32.
Yep, 32-yard line officially. Patriots come out, twin receivers to the left, lined up right in the middle of the field. Prout and Gabriel, the halfbacks. Quick pass near side to Mitchell. Nice pitch and catch, and he's going to get close to the first down.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Kevin. The cornerback was almost, pretty tight to the number one receiver out there, and the safety was real deep. So it's probably something that they saw in film study, and if they're going to give that to us, we're going to take it all day. One-on-one blocking out there, and Tyler one-on-one with the safety basically did a pretty good job of running inside out to make the tackle with a nice first down completion.
Yep, gain of 11, 1st and 10, Patriots at the 43, ball in the near hash mark. We're running to the right. Bruno keeps it, and he turns the corner, and I believe Danny might have another first down.
I think he does. Nice job right there by Bruno. Could have been a give or a pull. He pulls it early. Nice job by him, not hesitating, getting it out, getting around the corner, and picking up another first down.
Give a shout out to a fellow teammate of mine, Gerald Mitchell, class of 87. Love to see you again, buddy. You may try to make it here, Danny, when the Patriots try to get that record for Coach.
There you go.
It is another 1st and 10. This time in Trojan territory. Looks like the 47-yard line. We'll hand it off to Smith, who's the left side halfback, across the center. Go ahead, Danny.
A big hole right there. Initially, Kevin, Central Lafourche did a good job kind of closing the hole up, but right there, a nice job by the offensive lineman blowing it up. And Central Lafourche isn't small now, Kevin. They got some big boys over the top of the center, the guards, tackles. They got some big down linemen down there, but our Patriots are just as big or bigger.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3, balls at the 40-yard line. We'll stay in the middle of the field. This is the opening drive of the ball game. Dagan, 3-step drop, fires it far side too high for the receiver, intended for Xavier Brown.
Yeah, not bad. Hey, I like us coming out throwing the ball. Kevin just got to shoot that right in his chest, outside shoulder right there. But I like us coming out early in the ball game, taking what the defense gives us, one-on-one coverage basically out there. They got an 8-man box with the safety deep, so I don't mind that at all.
Give another shout-out to Big Barry at the Deer Camp. Class of 88 says, go Big Blue. We appreciate you, Barry. Loyal listener from day one. 3rd and 3. Twins receivers near side. Bruno checking off at the line of scrimmage. Will come near side, hands off to the halfback. Nice run there.
Got something.
Breaking
Got
some tackles.
something.
He's to the 20, 10. Oh, he got tripped up. That's going to be Anthony Smith. Danny, I thought he was going to take it to the house, but got tripped inside the 10.
I don't know. I think it was either one of our guys got him tripped up or he just tripped over his own shoelaces there. But a nice job again by the offensive line opening up a big hole. He broke a tackle initially, used some speed, got out in front of everybody, and unfortunately tripped up. But the Patriots are cooking right here.
Gordon, after this play, tell us what happened, what you saw. Looks like 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal, excuse me. Twins to the right. We'll go to the right. That's going to be Prout, and he easy walks in.
Walking in. There you go.
Kevin.
Yay.
Tyler Mitchell tripped him up.
Yeah, it looked like that. Tyler was kind of cutting across from his split end position and looked like he just was maybe coming to crack back on somebody, make sure nobody caught him from behind, and then just tripped him up. But, hey, neither here nor there. Now 6 points for the Patriots. Great job by them on their first and opening drive of the game, putting up another touchdown. So great job by them, and that's the way you want to start it off, Kevin.
Well, if you go back to the Jamboree, we were 6 for 6. 6 drives, 6 touchdowns. That's 7 for 7 now.
Yep.
Patriots lining up for the PAT. Kippers will be the kicker.
We saw a little bit of him last week. We
Yeah.
talked about the challenges we're going to have at kicking, but got some younger guys stepping up, trying to make it happen. And as we said, that puts it right through the middle of the uprights.
Place kick is good. So with 9:38 to go in the first period, it's the Patriots 7, the Trojans 0.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Bob User Productions. Robbie's always up here in the booth with us as our chief production engineer, getting it done. So we want to say thank you to Robbie and his dad, of course, in the PA. You can hear him if you come to the ball games. Give him a call, the best in the business. You want anything filmed or edited, give Robbie a call. 738-1447, Bob User Productions, always here with us.
Danny, that scoring drive was a 6-play drive going 68 yards in distance, taking 2:19 off the clock. Marlon Prout with a 10-yard run up the middle. Kippers with the PAT, and with 9:38 to go in the first, it's Patriots 7, Trojan 0.
And it's just a great relief, Kevin, when you come out here, your opening game. You know, we talked about some of the mistakes that you might have early in the Jamboree or the first game. These guys come out here, punching them right in the mouth, getting 6 points on the board as an offense, putting another one on the board as special teams. So up 7-0 off of the first possession. Great job right there for the Patriots. And this is what you want to do on kickoff. Just pin your ears back, chase down there with your hair on fire, put a hat on somebody, and then give the defense the same opportunity to be successful.
Kipper kicks it near side. That's going to be Cooper trying to do a left return. Nice chase there by
Pregame Smith, yep.
Yeah, with a tackle. Late flag on the play.
Yeah.
Possibly a block in the back. Let's see. But great hustle by the kickoff unit. And Danny, in recent years, we've been critical on the cover team. It's not up to par by Patriot standards. But however, right. I will say this: towards the end of last season, and then last week, in and out tonight, much better improvement. I like that hustle there.
Oh, 100%. Those guys are running down there. Kaheem, he's going to get recognized tomorrow in the film room for just chasing him down from the backside. Like we said, you want to go out there, you want to be a starter, you want to get noticed, well, go do something like that. That was a block in the back on Central Lafourche. Kevin going to back him up a little bit more. So, hey, you put 2 and 2 together, you have a pretty good kick, you get good coverage, and then you get a penalty that's going to force them into some bad field position. So the defense is right where they want to be right now on their first defensive play.
Give a shout out to all the fans who purchased suites. You guys have the TV watching us live as you're here this evening. We appreciate all you guys. So give yourself a hand. Feel free to interact with Danny and I, and send us that text at 259-7690. Trojans in a shotgun formation. Quick pass near side. It's going to be complete. And a host of Patriots. 38 and 22 for the Patriots. First was number 38, Kaheem Franklin, and then Colson Martinez polished him off.
Got a shout out from Kerry Lauricella. He said Lauricella Barataria team on board. Go get them, Patriots. Ronnie Renata as well checking in.
Yeah, the Barataria Patriots.
Yep. Brian Parker checking in from Nashville. Appreciate you guys listening.
Slayton is the quarterback. He'll take the snap from center. Quick pitch. And the running back bobbled it. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Vader hit him first. So great job of the Patriot defense getting in that backfield.
Yeah, the quarterback didn't do a good job of attacking the line of scrimmage there, and then he flipped it kind of behind the running back where he had to kind of choke up and come back and get it with one hand. And then the Patriots, like you said, just good job running to the football and making it happen. They're going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yep, 3rd and 9. This time they'll line up with 3 receivers near side to the right, split top of the field to the left. Slayton getting to play from the sideline, and I'm trying to see who the running back is. Number 11. He's a lineup. That's Day. He's a lineup to the right of Slayton. Slayton forced out of the pocket, runs near side, and looks like DeLotte ran him down after a short gain, so that'll force a punt. Nice hustle there by DeLotte.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback thought he had numbers down here to the bottom of the field, and he didn't. And, once he hit his back foot, he kind of choked up a little bit, stepped up, and really didn't have anybody, so he was forced to run with the pressure from the defense, and a great job by the defense on their first series forcing the punt situation.
Yep, Slayton will also punt it. That's going to be Kaheem Smith is deep. He's going to stand back around the 50-yard line. And Danny, look at the gunner in the bottom of the field, number 37. I'll tell you who that is in a second. Nice high kick near side. Smith fields it at the 50 and he'll be tackled around the 45-yard line. We'll see the official spot in a second. That's our partner here, Robbie Usler. That's his son.
Oh, how about that?
Get some playing time.
That a boy.
Does that make you feel old now?
I'm telling you, dude. Like seeing Jay Curtis with a clipboard.
He was a little boy when we started this broadcast. Look at him. He's on the field now.
Yep. That's cool.
The ball's at the Patriot 47-yard line with 7:19 to go in the quarter. Quick shout out to my mom, Sue Fayard, checking in from Plano, Texas.
What's up, Miss Sue?
A little bittersweet. My dad passed away this summer, so it's kind of a bittersweet right now. He would always check in, so love you, Dad, in heaven. I know you're watching out on the Patriots, but thanks for Mom for still watching.
Certainly.
Twins to the right. Ball in the air, smart. Bruno under center. We'll come near side. Prout breaks some tackles. Gets tripped up near the 40-yard line. Danny, I thought for a second he was going to take it to the house.
Yeah, good job by that guy just tripping him up at the last minute, but you said it. Great run right there. Nice open hole. Good read by the quarterback, and 1st down and 10 once again. Kevin, that's all you can ask from an offense. Be efficient. Pick up 1st downs. Get some time off the clock. I hate to say it, but sometimes the worst thing you could do is always go one and score, and the defense has to get out back on the field. So a good job of methodically moving the football, picking up 1st downs, continuing your drive.
Gain of 14, 1st and 10. This time, handoff to the right. That's going to be Gabriel. He's near a 1st down. Let's see. The pile's still moving, and he might have it. Gordon, it's hard to tell from my angle.
Yeah, he's got about 2 yards.
Got it. Thank you, buddy. So gain of 12. We'll
good job pushing that pile like you mentioned. Jason Gabriel's a senior this year, 5'10", 185 pounds. He had a great game last year in the state championship. Saw a lot of him and his improvement and his maturity coming into his senior year now. Going to be calling his name a lot.
Yep. Patriots are on the move. Twins to the right. Ball the near hash mark. We're just inside the near hash mark, excuse me. We'll come near side. Bruno. It looks like Bruno and the back hit each other, and Bruno just decided to be safe and just keep it up the middle, which is a good call. But I think, Danny, to be honest with you, he was going to ride the halfback. The tight end, Fagan, was wide open. I think we're going to throw a pass on that play.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I like it. A good job right there of just not making a bad play worse. It looked like somebody hit the running back, messed up the mesh point a little bit. And but like you said, he kept 2 hands on it. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout for hydration.
Yep, a gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd down 7 when we come back. It's the official hydration break. So with 6 minutes to go in the quarter, it's the Patriots 7, the Trojans 0. A couple quick shout-outs here. Randy Mathern watching from Orange Beach. And, of course, fellow Patriot and one of the original Yogi Bears, Bill Sanchez, checking in from Cypress, Texas. We appreciate you.
And Kevin, we always talk about our sponsors allowing us to be up here. We want to say thank you once again. We're out of the heat. We are up here in a nice little suite for the media at the Shrine on Airline. And, it wouldn't be possible without you guys' support to get us the nice equipment and get the film on TV or wherever you're watching it from your phone or wherever else, your computer. So we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors for participating and giving us some good equipment and keeping us up here live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. So thanks for tuning in. It's just like Kevin said, some of these people are out here in their suites. They're out of the heat. They're in their suite, and they could turn everything else down and turn us up. So if you're at home, do the exact same thing. We appreciate the opportunity once again.
Ball's at the 24-yard line of the Trojans. Second down in a long 7 or 8. Let's call it 8. We'll go to the right. That's a handoff to number 8, the halfback, and that's going to be Smith. And he has the first down plus a few extras. So right now the Bears are just opening up holes. And Danny, we knew this coming into it. We had 7 returning starters on offense, 6 on defense. Though we lost some valuable players, a lot of guys that are replacing got a lot of playing time. But coaches kind of felt like, you know what, I think the offense is going to have to carry us just a little bit. The defense will settle in and we'll be a pretty solid ball club before the end of the season. But right now, so far, the Jamboree and half of the first quarter, the defense and the offensive line look really good.
Yeah, knock on wood, just got to keep everybody healthy. But, yeah, we're definitely mature up front and also, running backs, quarterback, senior receivers. So we're in good shape.
First down at the 10,
Nice
at the
shot.
12, and there you go. Pitch and catch for the touchdown. That is Tyler Mitchell on the 12-yard reception from Bruno.
And you know it's coming, Kevin. They have a heavy box on the inside. 8 guys in the box. The safety's deep. He's over the top to the middle of the field. Your backside. You basically have one-on-one. If the guy's outside leverage, you could go 1, 2, 3 stick, come inside on him. Nice route by Tyler Mitchell. And a great ball right there by the senior Dagan Bruno, putting up another 6 for the Patriots.
Now the 12-yard pitch and catch from Bruno to Mitchell for the 6 points. The Patriots are lining up for the PAT. Kippers will kick it again. Snap, place kick is up, and it is
That's all we need.
good. So with 5:16 to go in the quarter, it's now Patriots 14, Trojans 0.
See Jackson Curtis running with the flag on the back of the end zone, celebrating. Watch those kids over there. The 4th grade scrimmage, the 5th grade earlier today. My boy Baylor was in there, and it was nice to just see some of those young kids finally put on a helmet and be excited to hit each other. So the 4th and 5th grade scrimmage today at 3 o'clock at the lower school, and it was good to see Jackson out here with his game garb running with that flag. So a good job by the Patriots, Kevin. That scoring drive, of course, brought to you by Moe's Pizza. Lisa and Jeff Arsmith, they've been a sponsor with us from the very beginning as well, so we want to say thank you to them. Give them a call at 504-341-9650, and they're over there on 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Went 8 lunch there this week. Fantastic each and every time. You can visit the website at moespizzanola.com, 341-9650. Tell them Robbie, Kevin, and Danny sent you.
Danny, that was a 4-play drive going 53 yards in distance, taking 2:03 off the clock. Patriots 14, Trojans 0. Little short kick around the 19-yard line, fielded by Washington again.
Can't get away from him.
Kaheem Smith is making some plays on special teams there.
Ooh, I tell you what, he's basically been unblocked, Kevin, and they've
Awesome.
both times have tried to set it up to the top of the field, and he's just run them down. Good job of just getting there, using his speed like we talk about on kickoff team. His hair's on fire, running it down. Fantastic job by number 5, making another big play.
Give a couple shout-outs here. Out from Laplace, Frank Shea and Francesca Pugler, and, of course, John Bordelon watching from St. Rose. Appreciate all you guys. 5:09 to go in the quarter. The ball was officially marked at the 20-yard line. A little double twin set here. Slayton takes the pass, fires it. Intended for number 10, Mason, incomplete. Second down 10. Yeah, we appreciate all you listeners checking in with us. That kind of makes the broadcast more fun.
I'll tell you what, but it's kind of, I'm sure it's cooled off on the field now. The sun's out of the way, Kevin, the rain's out of the way, and it's just going to be a beautiful Friday night. I really can't wait till the October weather gets here, but this isn't too bad.
Danny, if you look to your left, you notice the section where the Colonial Regiment is a little bit bigger.
Yep.
We have a 16-member flag line this year, so
Damn, that's
Colonial
nice.
Regiment is, got enhanced. So kudos to those ladies for joining the club. A little quick handoff here to their halfback. That is going to be number 21, Washington on the carry. Short gain. Go ahead, Danny.
Well, while you mention it, Kevin, we want to say thank you to those parents of the cheerleaders, the Little Peppers, the flag team, the dance team, the Colonial Regiment, because they work just as hard as any baseball team or football team or basketball team. They practice constantly. Everybody's always out there, so we want to say thank you for your parents for keeping you involved in something, and it just totally adds to the atmosphere of a football game.
Absolutely. We missed them last week during the Jamboree.
Yep.
3rd down 8. Slayton's going to run near side. He's going to pitch it late. And Saavedra hits him first.
Put the hammer on him.
Jeffrey Curtis also jumped in on the pile, so it'll be a short game, but it's going to force a punt.
And the quarterback, again, Kevin, running that speed option, just kind of slow to develop there. And we did a good job of making him pitch it early. Running back came downhill with some speed, but like you said, inside out, we put a hurting on him. Nice job for the Patriots, forcing another 4th down punt here.
Quarterback Slayton is also the punter. Smith is going to stand back or at the Patriot 40-yard line. And that's how he shanked it. Yeah. The Patriots going to have great field position for their 3rd drive. Let's see where they spot it. Should be well shy of the 50, though.
Yeah, good field possession again, Kevin, for the
At
offense.
the 37-yard line. Wow. So from the plus 37 with 3:38 to go in the quarter, the Patriots, 3:39 to go. Patriots are set up perfectly here.
I tell you what, that's rough for Central Lafourche. But I tell you, Kevin, looking down, and thank you again for these binoculars you're lending me this game, but the Central Lafourche got some big boys out there defensively. So no, they're no slouches. Offensively, we've just been very efficient, pushing them off the ball, offensive line, opening up some big holes. But, I mean, you got Big Godfrey out there. You got Orion. You got some big boys on the offensive side.
Twins to the right. Bruno drops back to pass. Looks right. Has a guy wide open down the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Michael Turner.
Nice job.
37-yard pitch and catch. With 3:29 to go, it's now Patriots 20. Trojan 0. Go ahead.
Was that Twins to the top of the field?
It was.
Okay,
yep.
So we just ran a post over the top. And, again, like we mentioned before, they're going to just keep eating up that box. We have some very capable and talented receivers this year. Mike Turner's up there with some of the best in the country, obviously already committed to LSU. I wouldn't trade Tyler Mitchell for anybody. So, we have some very capable guys going out there. And, Dagan Bruno obviously feels very comfortable dropping back in that good pocket, stepping up and delivering a strike for another touchdown. Great job.
Patriots line up for the PAT after the swinging gate. Snap, place kick is up, and it's good.
Snuck in there.
So with 3:29 to go in the first, it's now Patriots 21, Trojans 0.
Kevin, for that scoring job, I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal. We sponsored the tailgate out there tonight for this first game, so I want to say thank you to my brother-in-law, my father-in-law, River Parish Disposal. We've been your local commercial garbage company here for 40 years in the greater New Orleans area. So if you ever need anything, give myself, Danny Wimpron, a call at the office, 738-7700. Like we've always said, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Danny, after a short punt by the Trojans, the Patriots were set up perfectly at the 37-yard line of Central Lafourche. It only took one play. 37 yards, a little 37-yard pitch and catch from Bruno to Turner. Kippers PAT makes it 21-0 with 3:29 to go in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, old Kaheem Smith has been doing so good on kickoff. Looks like they had to take him out.
They did.
Put somebody else in.
Kippers with a short kick.
Go get the ball.
And we got it. We got it at the 25-yard line. They muffed it, but there's a flag in the play.
Flag's out. I don't know why. It looked like he picked it up and threw it again. I'm not sure what we have here, but nice job by the kicking team getting down there again, forcing some chaos. And we're going to see what they have here.
But we're putting the defense on. What's going on here?
They recovered the fumble.
Oh, they did.
Oh,
okay.
we must have looked. I thought we jumped on it.
Oh, I thought we did too. Okay.
Doggone it. Well, we're
nothing
on the
wrong
far
with
side
that,
of the
though,
field,
Kevin.
yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, like you mentioned before, Kevin, look like these guys are buying in, running down there on kickoffs because holding on the kick return team. So, again, they're going to back themselves up. Can't do that. I'll drive a coach nuts tonight and the next day in film, but a good job putting some pressure on them, getting out there and making it happen on the kickoff team.
Danny, we had it. We had a Patriot screaming down the field. Of course, he missed it, and the ball squirted from him. Then we had two guys jump on top of it, and the ball squirted out.
Yep.
Yeah. That's okay. Missed opportunity, but, boy, that would have been nice. 3:22 to go in the quarter. 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 20. Ball in the middle of the field. Day will line up to the right of Slayton. Twins to left, split near side. Slayton hands off to Day, crosses the center, going to the left. No gain. And big number 95, Bearhug, that's Logan Barnes. I tell you what, Logan, you were talking about a guy that came on strong towards the end. He improved every week last year.
Really did.
And he's carried it over to the season. He had a really good jamboree last week, and honestly making that play there.
Yeah, he's been all over the field the last couple of years, Kevin. Done a great job. And, we lost big defensive linemen this year. And, these guys have just stepped up, acted like nothing happened.
This time Day lines up to the left of Slayton. They'll stay in the shotgun. He's a stand-up, fires over the middle of the field, incomplete.
Ooh, and he got tattooed.
Oh, you got to be kidding
late
me.
Flag. Come on, man.
Jason Curtis hit him, but it wasn't a late flag.
Dude, come on. Don't be listening to the sideline over there. Make your own call.
It was intended for Cooper. Just a little too high, but Jason hit him right when the ball got there. What interference?
No, I think it was – they're going to say it might have been targeting or something. Come on, man. Please don't give me that. Personal foul. Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. This is still football, baby. Let's go.
No.
Let's go. No, hey, they throw it again. That's what we're going to teach them. Unless it's the helmet-to-helmet stuff. Look clean to me from way up here. My eyes are getting bad, though, I guess. But nice job of Jason Curtis being right there as the ball's thrown. Punish him over the middle.
The penalty moves the ball to the 35-yard line. Be first and 10 Trojans with 2:37 to go in the quarter. They'll line up 3 receivers near side, split top of the field. And Day will be the halfback. He'll line up to the right of Slayton. Slayton throws it near side, incomplete. Second down 10.
Good job again. Just quarterbacks the last couple of weeks, Kevin, have looked uneasy against us in the pocket. Just did a little poke there to the running back, tried to get it out so quickly, just not close to the receivers there. So we could keep quarterbacks on their heels this entire season. It's going to be a great thing for these some of these younger DBs as well.
Trojans looking to the sideline to get the play. They'll line up with Twins receivers to the left and to the right. And Day will be to the right of Slayton. They'll stay in the shotgun. Slayton's under pressure by Drake. Fires it far side, complete. Getting about 6 or 7. That is Cooper on the reception.
Yeah, Drake was right there, hammered him as he threw the ball. And good job by him getting to it. And again, even if it is a completion, Kevin, keep getting to the quarterback. Keep getting to the quarterback. There's some of that uneasiness that I'm talking about. He's not going to want to be sitting in that pocket pretty all night when you're getting slapped after you throw it.
It's called 3rd and 4. Trips near side, split top of the field. Ball on that left hash mark. Slayton rolls near side. Under pressure, and we got him.
Yes, sir.
Big number 99
good
on
job.
the sack there. That's going to be Tyree Gordon.
Good job, Tyrese, 6 foot, 260-pound junior, making his presence felt right there on another 3rd down. And again, Kevin, forcing them into a punting situation. Couldn't be proud of these guys defensively. Just shutting them down, keeping them on their side. And that's another great thing, Kevin. Special teams-wise, defensive-wise, we've just been keeping them on their side of the 50.
Yep. Smith will line up at a 30-yard line. Oh, the Patriots almost blocked it. Oof. Short punt. Danny, that was number 22, Colson Martinez. Almost got it.
Yeah, you got to crank. No different than taking it off the tee of a field goal or an extra point. You got to crank down to the punter's foot. Don't jump up in the air. Go take it off his foot. But a good job again. Good pressure by the Patriots defense. And again, we're going to have great field position on the 44-yard line for the Patriots' 4th possession of the game.
Yep. 59 seconds to go in the quarter. 1st and 10 Patriots from the 44-yard line.
Some younger guys, well, not really young guys, but some different guys. Xavier Brown, we talked about before, in at receiver. I believe that is Juan Washington out there at receiver as well. Some different running backs. Coach JT's talking to the official about something or somebody. And
well, we got a new quarterback, and let me make a correction. Though the program says otherwise, it's number 16. It's Reggie Johnson, the quarterback. His official name is Robert, but he goes by Reggie. He wanted to make sure that we called him Reggie. I said, no problem, we can do that. And also, he wanted to let us know that he's doing really well in math this year. So there's your shout out, buddy.
There you go. Good. And I guess maybe they were talking about the 25-second clock down here by the first base dugout. It must have been malfunctioning or not operating properly, so Johnny Curtis took off to come unplug it. Maybe they're going to do something else here, but obviously that's not good for Central Lafourche if they're on offense, but they're on defense right now, so who cares? We got our 25-second clock marching that way, so we should be able to continue.
Yeah, quite a few young guys. We're going to have the halfbacks will be Boudreaux, number 26, the left halfback. Right halfback is going to be Jack Corcoran. Then we go with twins to the right. And Reggie Johnson, the quarterback, number 16, under center. Reggie looks right side, throws a pass. It's going to be complete to Xavier Brown. Makes the guy miss. Crosses the 50. He's in Trojan territory. They're going to mark him at the 48-yard line, looks like.
They call Robert Reggie?
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay.
He wants to go by Reggie.
Oh, shoot, nothing wrong with that. All right, Reg.
That's what we said.
Let's go.
You do you.
Hey, keep throwing passes like that, baby. We're going to be all right.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
And, some of those times, Kevin, as a receiver, some of those are like long handoffs. Give it to the playmaker. Allow him to make a guy miss, pick up some nice yardage, and you got something cooking in this drive.
Ball on the right hash mark. Twins receivers near side will go to the right. Corcoran takes the handoff, has the first down, crosses the – he got right to the 45-yard line, so a gain of 3, so it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots.
Again, Kevin, efficient drives win ball games. Let your defense rest a little bit. Let that clock continue to run. It looks like it's probably going to run out of the first quarter.
Yeah,
at the end of that play, but a nice job by just picking up first downs continuously by our offense. Some of the younger guys getting in here doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, it's not good. We're not going to be able to do it. That's going to be time right there. So that'll do it. That's the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21, the Central Lafourche Trojans 0.
Ooh, I tell you what, Kevin, so far so good. I hate to say that early, but in the first quarter you're up 21-0. I don't care who you're playing. Nice job. No, we've had 1 penalty from the personal foul. And that was it. And we wouldn't really even call that a penalty, but good job. That's Patriot football right there. But a good job of putting a hat on a hat, and so far up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. It's got to be very exciting. I want to say thank you to all of the fans that showed up tonight in attendance. Obviously, we got a lot of red, white, and blue on our side, but obviously the people in the suites as well. And want to say thanks again for the Patriot Nation Men's Club showing up and getting the food for the people. And again, if you guys want to show up to a game, and obviously I know how hot it is out there, but as it gets cooler throughout the season, let's make these tailgating experiences a lot more fun, a lot bigger, a lot better experience. We were a little unorganized tonight with the Patriot walking through with the band wasn't ready and some people weren't ready and just didn't have things lined up. So as we progress, let's try to get that thing better and better each and every week for these kids as they walk through to make it a nice experience for this team.
Yep. Give another shout out here to Miss Connie, Miss Linda, Miss Teresa. They've been waiting for some good football. Listen to us from Kentwood, Louisiana. So appreciate you, ladies. Met some loyal listeners in recent years as well. We're going to flip the field now. Patriots now coming to us as we're in the corner of the field here at the Shrine and Airline. 1st and 10 from the Trojan 45-yard line. Twins to the left. We'll hand it off to Boudreaux up the middle. He crosses the 40. He gets it to the 38-yard line.
Yep, he threw it. I tell you what, Kevin, you got to look at the leverage outside with the secondary, how high the safety is and how tight the corner is. Corner's not quite in press coverage. He's kind of turning his body inside. But I really think, again, like we mentioned, those short little passes inside can make something happen. But, yeah, it's, with this defense, I really, really like this defense if you have capable receivers on the outside. It's really hard when you don't have as good of athletes out there and your quarterback's maybe not as good and they stack in the box and then destroying the run. But if you got capable receivers, quarterbacks and receivers got to be licking their chops.
I agree. Hey, let's give another shout-out to a very good friend of ours. Michael Maples says, "Go Patriots" from Covington. Thank you,
Mike. Now, Kevin, tell me if this rumor is true or not, but somebody told me you were a big Garth Brooks fan. You going to the thing
I'll
tomorrow?
answer that in a second.
Okay.
That penalty moves the ball to the 32-yard line. Reggie looks near side, fires a pass complete to Brown.
Good job.
And he's going to get it to the 24-yard line, so that's a nice little pitch and catch there.
So blame it all on my roots?
I like Garth, early Garth.
Early?
When he started taking estrogen and started crying at every concert in the mid-'90s, I started getting away from him.
Yeah, a little weird.
I'm not into that.
Now,
I know he's a good entertainer now. I'm not going to knock his
100%.
talent. I'm not going to knock his talent. But no, I'm more old school country. Hand off up the middle, and I believe that's
another first down.
Corcoran. He's going to get it to the 21-yard line. Let's go to 21. No, I'm not going to the concert tomorrow. I'm going to be boiling me some South Louisiana blue crabs tomorrow.
Ooh.
I've been having the envie for crabs for a while. And
Man, let me check my text real quick.
And
Hold on a
I
second.
used our halftime sponsor, Bobby Seafood. They hooked me up with a hamper, so I'll be getting
Yeah,
out
you're
of
right.
it.
That a boy.
Put them in the pot.
Where you going? At your house?
I'll tell you that in a second.
Oh, I'm going.
Reggie leads it to the near side. That's Boudreaux. Shoot me far side. Crosses the 10.
Ooh, close,
Inside near the goal line. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Half-yard
goal.
line. Nice job sniffing
Patriots.
it and trying to get there. Good blocking downfield as well, trying to get there. And
They call a touchdown.
No. Half-yard line.
Yep.
Right in front of us. That's what I could tell.
Yeah, the back judge called a touchdown.
Yeah, he may have.
Yeah, he may have.
He definitely slid in there.
I'm looking right now with the binoculars. It's literally the 6-inch line.
Wait, so where you going? Come on, talk to me. Where you boiling?
To my wonderful in-laws, Mr. Don and Miss Peggy
Okay, I got
Abity,
you.
and
Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
downtown West we go.
There you go.
First and goal from the 6-inch line. Reggie drops back, throws it. Ooh. Now we had a little crossing route.
Yep.
Looking for Fagan, the tight end, incomplete.
I almost thought the right guard jumped off sides.
looked
Kevin,
it.
I didn't know if you saw it or not.
I did.
Okay. Looked like he was a little early. Nobody called anything, so I don't know if that threw the QB off or not. But, yeah, pretty good coverage right there by Central Lafourche. I like us trying to mix it up and throw it tight here in the red zone.
I like to play with the receiver down the bottom of the field, running like a slant, and then the tight end coming underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't execute, but I like the call. All right, two tight split to the top of the field. Second and goal. Quarterback sneak is there, and we got it.
Wow.
There it is, right there at the middle.
I mean, I don't think anybody touched him at all.
So
Good job. Good call right there by the QB getting in the end zone for another 6 points. Calling his own number, and that's what's so great about being a Curtis quarterback. You're allowed to be able to change those plays and do the things that you need to do to be successful. If you see that the defense has you somewhere or doesn't have you somewhere, you can go ahead and attack it. So good job right there by the QB making it happen. That's Mr. Not Robert. What is it? Reggie?
Reggie.
Oh, Reggie Johnson. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior and puts another 6 points on the board. Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Hot Rods Creole, locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, gumbo, barbecue sauces, of course, the garlic butter seasoning, fish fry, seafood boil mixes, and everything. You can check out all the products they offer at HotRodsCreole.com. Hot Rods Creole, the only way to Creole.
There's an injury on the field there.
I didn't even see it, Kevin. We make it or miss it?
I did, and I was making a note.
We missed it.
Okay,
Yep,
there we
missed
go.
it. Thank you, Gordon.
I was writing down my notes here, trying to figure out the time backwards. But so we missed the PAT with 10:23 to go in a half. Danny, that was an 8-play drive. This is the second offense now. 8-play drive, going 56 yards in distance, 2:46 off the clock with Reggie Johnson taking up the middle for the touchdown.
Fantastic. Tell you what, Kevin, get some of that Hot Rods Creole garlic butter seasoning. Get those little red potatoes, cut them in half, put them in the oven with a little Cajun land on top, and then add the Hot Rods on at the end with a little butter. Had it last night. Fantastic.
Well, I told you,
You know what I'm talking about.
go buy your little 5 to 7 pound Boston butt, cut you up in little 1-inch cubes.
Mm-hmm.
Take his little rub it down really good, fry it up in that grease, and take it out and hit it with that garlic butter. Bam!
Ooh, making my mouth water.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you sponsoring the next tailgate.
All right.
Better save me some crabs, man. Come on. Get a whole hamper to yourself. No time for that. Ryan, you got to hook me up too. All right, so 27-0. We got 10:23 here in the second quarter. It looks like we're going to line up close with the kicker again.
Got a new
Trying
kicker
for
in
another
here.
sky kick. Get
Collins.
down there. Get down.
Going to be fielded near the 20, trying to go far.
Don't let him get the edge.
Turns the corner. And that's going to be number 14. We're going to turn some light on here.
Yeah, don't squeeze too much, boys. Don't squeeze too much.
Maldonado on the return.
Hold on, I'll go find it, Kel. Hold on a second.
All of a sudden, the sun went down in here in the booth. It's dark. I can't read. And it's not because my eyes are bad. It's just dark in here. That'll work. Tell you what, these new field glasses I got over here, Daniel, working on, I can see the nose hairs of a gnat at that Harley-Davidson building across Airline Highway. That's
wow,
good.
That's pretty good. Need to make them a sponsor, too.
Yep.
Put that in the gun closet.
All right, they returned the ball. That's Maldonado. He got to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Trojans there. Ball in that right hash mark. 3 receivers near side, 1 top of the field.
Oh, ball's out.
Slayton in the running back. They dropped
Ball's
it.
still out.
We got it.
I don't know. We
should have it.
Yeah, we should have it.
We should have it.
It looked like we jumped on top and then scored it out again, so I'm not sure here what they're going to call.
No, we got it.
1st down, Patriots.
Yeah, big number 99. He took it.
Nice job.
Tyree Gordon.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Nice job right there. Guys stepping up again. Like I said, it is tough being a quarterback sitting back there and just continuously getting hit. He looked like he tried to ride it. Yep. I don't know if they had an RPO or he was trying to pull it or give it or vice versa, or he was going to come up and maybe make a pass. But great job of the defense being Johnny on the spot again and getting a turnover and giving the offense the ball back.
That's at the plus 38-yard line. So the Patriots have had really good field position all night.
100%.
Twins receivers to the left. Reggie back at quarterback. He'll hand it off to Boudreaux right up the middle. Danny's a foot race to the end zone. Steps, he's gone.
Nice job. Whew, leaving him in the dust. Great job right there. Jacoby Boudreaux, 5'9", 175-pound sophomore running back with the TD.
Nice run up the middle. Credit the young Yogi Bears. Danny, they just opened up the hole. You and I could have run through that hole.
Yes, sir. Great job by them.
Patriots getting lined up for the PAT. Collins to kick it this time. Reggie Johnson to hold. Snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. So with 9:51 to go in the half, it's now Patriots 34, Trojans 0.
And Kevin Brian Parker just texted. He said, man, great drives all night, flawless. And he said, tell Kevin to check my wife out. She's currently has the #1 video on country music television.
All right.
It's Jillian, I think it's Cardarelli. And, yeah, Jillian Cardarelli.
Okay.
And obviously Jillian Parker now since they're married. But, yeah, go check her out, all you country music fans.
Danny, that drive was a one-play drive, the second of the night for the Patriots. 38 yards in distance. Boudreaux with the run. 10 seconds off the clock. PAT makes it 34-0 with 9:51 to go in the half.
Oh, and I just saw it says it looks, I think the name of it is If I Could Talk to Elvis. So, yeah, cool.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to check it out.
Nice.
Good deal. I got a good kick. Got a shout out from Mike O'Brien here.
Hey, Mike.
Wes Carr. And Mike Snyder as well.
Maldonado with the turn again. Uh-oh. Breaks the tackle across the 50. Gets a foot race down that far sideline. Oh, and number 37, Robbie User Jr. with the tackle. Save the touchdown. But there's a flag on the play back here around the 40. So let's see if that brings a nice return back. Nice also there by User getting down that far sideline. He dove and tripped him up.
That's right. That's pedigree right there, boy.
I think he runs faster than his dad, though.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He's an athlete. He's an athlete of the family.
Gets it from his mom's side.
Exactly. Supposedly he's a really good swimmer, too. You know,
He is.
That's an all-around athlete.
All right, let's see what Mr. DeLotte is talking to the official. So it looks like it's on Central Lafourche. Look, let's think of the Central Lafourche side here. A frustrated night. They're down on the bottom side of 34-0. What a nice return there.
Yep.
to get nullified by a penalty.
I know.
And probably chances are, Danny, whoever the penalty was against, that guy for the Patriots probably wasn't going to make the tackle anyway.
Well, and here's the deal, Kevin. That's their third penalty on kickoff return team all night.
Yeah.
So they're going to get in the film room tomorrow and get reamed because you cannot give up those serious yards on kickoff return when it's vital for your offense, like we've been talking about, to start with great field position.
How about this, Danny? It would have been first down at the Patriot 37. It's 1st and 10 at the Trojan 24.
Ugh.
Twins receivers to the right, split near side. Day takes the handoff, goes to right, bounces back near side, and Delott wrestles him down. No gain. Great hustle there by Delott.
Yep. Good job of Big 40 stepping up. Hayden's junior, 5'10", 190-pound. Linebacker saw a lot of action last year, got great experience, and I like our linebacker group. They're not the biggest guys, but they all know how to play. They know how to tackle, run their feet, get in the hole, read the linemen, and get to where they need to. So far defensively really showing up tonight.
2nd down 10 Trojans. Trips receivers to the right, split near side. Day will he'll stay to the left of Slayton. They'll stay in the shotgun. And looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper.
Yep.
It was the RPO. He decided to run it, but the pile is moving. I tell you what, they're moving it to the 30, almost near the 30-yard line, so almost a gain of 6. Be 3rd down and about a 4. Again, if you want to interact with Danny and I during this live broadcast, send a text to 504-259-7690. We'd love to hear from you. Just put your name and location on the back because we don't have caller ID. And it is 8:23 and counting here in the second quarter. Patriots up 34-0. They'll go with twins to the right, twins to the left. Stay in the shotgun, and Day will line up to the left of Slayton again. Slayton looks far side, throws it over the middle, and is in and out of hands. But Frankie Massico hit him and rode him down and broke it loose, Danny. Nice play there by Frankie.
Good job right there. You're going to carry that guy a little bit up the seam towards the safety. He did just that and then came up with a big hit, forced it loose. So a great job right there. And, going to bring up 4th down again.
Yeah,
so a great job of the defense getting off the field.
4th and 4. 7:56 to go in the half. They look a little confused.
Yep.
They don't have enough guys on the field.
They don't have enough guys.
I'm going to give you our first Did You Know the year as soon as possible.
I still think they only have 10. There comes 11.
Yeah, they're coming.
Uh-oh. Still in motion. Get them going. Snap it 2, 1. Okay, got it off.
Oh, he almost blocked it again.
How can we not block that, though?
The ball goes out of bounds near the 45-yard line.
Kevin, we're right there.
I thought we had it.
We got it, guys. Come on. Okay, we're going to make these corrections tomorrow. I'm not going to be up here coaching for sure, but good job of getting to him. But, yeah, we got to take that one off the foot.
At the 43-yard line of the Patriots. So with a 7:47 to go in the half, 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 43.
Good field position again. And, if we can, we're going to try to maybe call some different numbers out here. I see number 64, Andrew Lamb, number 70, Cody Woodruff. What else we got out there? Some young bucks getting in the game. Good for them.
Yeah, Reggie still the quarterback. Corcoran and Boudreaux the halfback still. Corcoran takes a handoff.
Oh, close.
And he's going to get tripped up at the 47-yard line.
Nice job of using his hand. His knee just went down and hit, but he was right back up. But unfortunately,
sure was.
That's down as you hit the ground with one knee. But good job of him coming out of that pile and making something happen. And Kevin, the big thing that I think we've been able to do offensively also is we've done very well on 1st downs.
Yes.
We've picked up pretty big chunks of yards where it's been very manageable on 2nd and 3rd down. Right there, it's 5-yard gain, and 2nd and 5 is very manageable for an offense.
Reggie pitches it to Boudreaux, gets a nice block from Corcoran, turns the corner, and he's fighting hard, crosses the 45, gets it to the 44, and that should be enough for the 1st down.
1st down again, and a good job by Reggie operating the offense and kicking that ball outside on the option play and making something happen.
6:50 and counting in the half. There will be another hydration break at the 6-minute mark. Ball in the near hash mark. Reggie hands it off to the left halfback. I believe that's number 39. Let's see what on pile. 35, excuse me. Let's give him credit.
And we got a new quarterback in.
Okay.
19.
That the Mason. See, that's Connor. Craig Connor on the carry. Mason.
Drake Mason.
Number 19, the quarterback. Hey, little Michael O'Brien checking in from Stark Vegas, Mississippi. Almost said Louisiana. But Louisiana boy playing for the Bulldogs. Congratulations to you, Mike, and let us know how you're doing. Hope you have a good fall season for the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. We're going to be watching you.
Yep.
Work hard. Keep
6 minutes to go and a half. It's the official hydration break. We'll take a timeout with them. It's going to be Patriots 34, the Trojans 0.
Kevin, for that hydration break, I want to say thank you to our good buddy Ryan Estes and Bobby Seafood. Their family-owned business located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. They were established in September 1978 and, of course, are celebrating 45 years of business. Wow. Bobby Seafood offers daily lunch specials, fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys, hot boiled seafood, anything else you can ask for. During crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. You might see my boy next to me there. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch order or to book your crawfish boil with my boy, Bobby Seafood, 504-738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriot Football.
All right, Mr. Wimprine, did you know we started playing football here at Zephyr Stadium in the 2016 season?
I was here.
2017. Took a few years off when we came back. So including regular season games, a few playoff games, and even last week's Jamboree, the Patriots are 12 wins and 1 loss here at the Shrine on Airline. 2016, the record was 5-1. The only loss was that thumping to Evangel in the semifinals, 27-6. The Patriots went 6-0 here in 2017, and of course we won the Jamboree last week. So 12-0 is a record here in the Shrine on Airline. So we need to play all the games here.
Yeah, I tell you,
Mason with a quick handoff, and that's going to be, I believe, the same running back, number 35.
Not Debbie Downer here,
Williams,
of course, Kevin, because I'm the biggest Patriot fan around. But that thumping that we took from Evangel here was one of the ones that you and I looked at each other and we were like, you know what? This is the first time that we've actually been pushed around. Like, they came out here and they just whipped us.
Yeah.
And last year against Carr, there's obviously so much going on, but they jumped on us early and often at Tulane as well. And that was a rough one to be a part of. But I'll tell you what, Evangel, but what matters is that what you do in the end. And you know where Carr was. They were sitting at home while we were winning a big fat ring. So kudos to our guys. But, yeah, it's not going to be very often that somebody puts it on you like Evangel did that year.
Yeah.
And but, yeah, the Shrine has been good to us so far. And, it's nice. I'll say this. It's nice to call a place home because we've often had the mantra and the saying of we call, home in the dome. And that's the best place to be. And I'll call this a close second.
I'll come back to a thought in a second. We had a jumped off sides, left the right guard. So we need to back it up. So it'll be third down in about a long 6. Reggie Johnson back at quarterback. Drops back, throws it near side. It's going to be caught. That's going to be Braden Fulco on the reception. But not enough for the first down. And Danny, for the first time this season, we don't score on the drive, and it looks like we may punt.
Well, let's see what happens here with our punter, Kevin. It's a good opportunity for us to come at Central Lafourche returner ran to our side of the field.
Say Mitchell's going to punt it.
Yep. He's very capable. He's a great athlete. Can do some big things.
It's 4th and 3, but we'll be punting. Knowing Johnny, who knows? We could fake it here.
Yep. I don't think
All
so.
right, we'll snap it. A little rugby style by Mitchell.
Yep, let it bounce. Let it bounce. Now go get it. Go get it.
Stop it.
Nice
Yes!
job.
Great job on Michael Turner at the 1-yard line. Pins the Trojans down deep. So that's how you execute that.
Wow. Great
Nice.
job. Great job. And hey, and for our guys, great job of getting off the blocks and getting downfield because that's one of those quick ones where it's going to take another hop and it's going to be in the end zone in a hurry. So Michael Turner obviously is a track star. He can get down there. Had some other blue shirts around him. And a good job of downing that thing. I mean, I wish you could draw it up like that all the time. He's going to play something about the 2, Kevin.
Yeah.
I definitely think it was more like the 1.
I agree.
But a good job by those guys just getting down there. And that's the first punt that we've seen, and that was fantastic.
We'll talk about some Patriots broadcast error, some Patriots who made it on past the collegiate rank in a minute. But I want to bring up something on the some of our visitors that we have seen. 1st and 10 from the 2. A little tight stack formation, top of the line of the field. Slayton's going to just run it to his right, turns the corner, and we polish him off at the 3.5-yard line. A host of Patriots. I couldn't see who all got him first, but it was a bunch of blue jerseys, excuse me. And Slayton's helmet came off, so he has to step out for a play.
Get somebody else in. There he is.
4:05. What made me think about that whooping you were talking about, Evangel. I'll come back to a second, but I think it was the second year of broadcast we played Kinder. No, first year of broadcast we played Kinder the day after Thanksgiving. And their quarterback, Blake Trahan, ended up going to UL, playing baseball, was an all-conference baseball player. He actually played some minor league baseball. So there was also a receiver for Evangel, and I can't think of his name right now. He went to Louisiana Tech. He's playing in the NFL. Yep, there's a little handoff near side. Nice little running.
Nice chest-up tackle,
the,
too.
5 to the 8-yard line. That is Day on the carrier. But maybe think about here, 2016 and 17, there was a gentleman who played for the Roma Raiders. Officially committed to Kansas, then he committed to Florida Gators, and then he changed his mind, went to LSU, and I'm glad he did. You might have heard of him. Playing for the Bengals, Jamar Chase.
I think so.
Not too bad, huh?
Not too bad at all.
And if you remember, how about this? The 2016 game, the first time we beat Rommel. Remember we had we were the visiting team at Joe Yenny. First play from scrimmage, Marquise Albert takes it 80 yards for the touchdown. We kicked the extra point, 7-0. The ensuing kickoff, Jamar Chase catches at the 3. He runs it back for the touchdown. Within 15 seconds of the ball game, it's 7-7.
Yep.
But that guy's in the NFL, Rookie of the Year, Rookie of the Year contender.
I tell you
He
what,
wasn't awarded, but what an athlete he was.
Oh, 100%. One of the best. And that tackle, Kevin, was Mark Canzaneri. A good job by him, just chesting him up, bringing him down. Been seeing Coach at the at Planet Fitness in the morning, getting it in. So he said, you know 31's mine. I said, oh, yeah, I know he is.
Official timeout on the field, so with 2:49 to go in the half, it's Patriots 34, Trojans 0. So go back to, so that's some visiting guys, and there are probably other guys we don't know names of that went on. This is broadcast era, so don't older Patriots don't get on me, but just saying broadcast that we call games. Duke Riley's of the world. He's in the NFL now with the Miami Dolphins. Yep. Kenny Young, I saw float around. I think also number 44 played at Central Florida.
Yeah.
Linebacker Nate Evans.
And
then, of course, Garrett Wallow is playing over the Texans.
Saw him last week, right?
So we've got some guys that in our broadcast era that not only have done well in college or in the NFL now.
Been fun to watch.
Yeah. And we're just starting our 13th year. So
more to come.
Yeah, I hope so. Third down and about 4, long 4. Slayton, little draw play. Oh, the nice little run here. Day has it, and he crosses the 10, but he's going to be just shy of the first down, I believe, Danny. There you go.
They're close.
Canzaneri again, and also 44, Braden Brown. Yep, on the tackle.
Chasing him down. That's the biggest thing you want to see
4th and 1
from the young guys, Kevin, is get after the football. Just because you're in the backfield and the run's downhill, get after the football. Run to the ball. That's coaching right there. That's coaching and effort.
I'll hit you with another did you know after this exchange here.
I probably don't know.
It's broadcast error.
Okay.
All right, Slayton's the quarterback. He's also the punter. He's going to stand about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Oh, how do we not block it again?
I don't know.
Woo, we were so close. Ball's bouncing. Get away, guys. And we're going to fall on it at the 27-yard line. But, Danny, that was a second opportunity. We had to block it and just missed it. I don't know if it went through his arms or not.
Third opportunity.
Ooh.
Goodness.
So with 1:55 to go in the half, the Patriots will have the best field position. It should be at the Trojan 28-yard line, I believe.
They're saying, about the 28. They didn't mark it.
Jordan, is it the 28 or 29? I can't tell from this angle here.
It's between the 28 and the 29.
Let's call it 28.
Close enough.
Yeah. All right, Reggie Johnson back at quarterback. Do the counter option near side. He's going to keep it.
Go. That a boy.
Take it up the middle. Crosses the 10. He's at a 5.
Nice
Gets
job.
it to the 3-yard line. Almost got it. But a gain of 25 would be first and goal, Patriots.
Way to keep fighting. Good job.
Nice job there with the counter option.
Blocking downfield. A good job. Yeah, the quarterback read it. A nice duck step, getting up the field. Showed some speed down there, breaking the tackle. Nice job right there. junior quarterback.
Kind of reminds me of an old number 18 back in the late 90s doing that.
No, I would have got caught in like 5 yards.
I don't know, there's a picture of you back when we played Eunice in the championship game.
Oh.
Doing that counter option. Yeah, Thundercat and
yeah.
Aaron Pierce, the running backs.
That was my sophomore year.
Goodness.
Those guys were smooth.
Too tight split to the left. And there's a flag on play. May have jumped.
Yeah, I got lucky that year. Aaron Pierce, Jonathan Wells was
a beast.
A freak among boys. He was 6'3", 225-pound running back in high school. Was a man-child. And then, of course, you got Aaron Pierce, a much smaller guy, shifty, smooth as silk. And so, yeah, they really had a good group that year. That pair of running backs was special.
Oh, all sides on the Trojans. Okay.
And, of course, Jonathan went on to play at Ohio State and played for the Texans for a bunch of years.
Yeah. Moves the ball half the distance to the 1.5-yard line. 1:20 to go in the half. Same formation, too tight, split to the left. Williams and Corcoran are the halfbacks. We'll go to the left. Williams takes a handoff, and he's fighting hard to the end zone. He's in.
Call it. Man, that guy called it. Okay, touchdown Patriots. Nice job.
Jamin Williams with the 1-yard touchdown run. With 1:04 to go in the half. It's now 40-0 Patriots with the PAT pending.
Nice job right there. Nice job right there, Patriots. Kevin, it's good to see the younger guys get in there and be just as efficient as the older group. Just getting downhill, making their blocks, quarterbacks making the right reads, quarterback contributing on the runs, and receivers as well blocking downfield. If you're going to play receiver at John Curtis, you're going to get your touches. A lot of play action passes. They're obviously throwing a lot, pretty good bit more than we used to, but you're going to be blocking most of the time. So you have to be very unselfish, and they're doing that again tonight.
Collins' kick is good.
Yes, sir.
So with 1:04 to go in the half, it's now Patriots 41, Trojan 0.
Oof, 40-0 before half, Kevin. That's pretty darn good. And, again, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you again to Moe's Pizza. Go check them out at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. John Curtis alum Jeff Arsemet and his lovely wife, Lisa. Give them a call at 341-9650. Check out moespizza.nola.com for everything that they offer. Kevin, I can't tell you how much I love their pizza, dude. And then they have that little, I don't know what you get. I know you love the salad and all that.
Yeah.
You watching your weight. I don't do all that. But
I watch it grow.
Yeah, that boy. But I like that little sausage roll with the dipping sauce. And then I think on Fridays they have the sausage po' boy or the meatball po' boy or something like that. Roast beef. Oh, that's what it is.
Fridays
roast
only.
Beef on Fridays.
only.
Good Lordy. And they got the little muffaladas and everything.
Muffs,
so, yeah, you guys go check it out. 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. And some people say, oh, that's on the west bank. Yeah, it's like 9 minutes from my house. Like, that's it. It's quick.
It's a bridge. Get over it.
Yeah. Boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's way easier than going to New Orleans. I can promise you that.
Yep. Collins with a kick. Going to be fielded by Day at the 18-yard line. Oh, hog tie there.
Oh,
come
on, Frankie. Is that Frankie?
No, I think it might be 22, I guess. That was Mason on the return.
No, I think that was 29. Yeah, it was. It was Frankie.
It was 29.
Was it? You little sucker. Drop your hips, run through him, dude. Oh, that's funny.
We'll get on him. We know his dad, and we know Frankie. That's why we pick it on him.
Frank's my old next-door neighbor, and he's the president of the Patriot Nation Men's Club for the last few years. And I think he's still on the stick crew, isn't he, Kev?
Yeah, chain gang.
Still on the chain gang, and we appreciate those guys for showing up each and every week to contribute as well. But, yeah, I know he's happy and excited to see his son finally out there. Frankie's a junior, 6'1", 170 pounds. And I told him, you got to be a terror on special teams this year. You got to go earn your spot, be a terror out there, let everybody know who you are by your presence. And, again, he did a good job there, just got his hand a little too high.
Danny, that last scoring drive for the Patriots, 2 plays, 28 yards, taking 51 seconds off the clock. Jamin Williams with the 1-yard touchdown, and Collins added a PAT. So it's been all Patriots here. Slayton rolls to his right, fires a pass across the middle. Almost intercepted.
I tell you what, they had a little bunch formation.
Jeffrey Curtis almost had it.
Tight bunch formation to the boundary, and the quarterback actually rolled to his right a little bit, threw kind of off his back foot, almost across his body a little bit, back towards the middle, and Jeffrey Curtis just kind of scanned, saw it, dove for it, and was very, very close to making a big play.
Yep. 2nd and 10, Trojans from their 40-yard line. Twins left, Twins right. 21 is going to be the halfback. That is going to be Washington. He'll line up to the right of Slayton. And he dropped the ball. He just dropped the handoff. He does nothing to Slayton. He put it right in his gut. He just dropped it. But he got on at the 39-yard line. The loss of 1.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of
43 seconds of counting.
ball security issues on the side of Central Lafourche tonight. And it's really mostly been at the mesh point with the quarterback and the running backs, Kevin. So I know they're going to be working on that all week. And I don't know their offense 100%, Kevin, if he's reading somebody, if it's an RPO, if he's putting it in and maybe pulling it out, trying to do something else. And but, you got to have ball security offensively to be able to sustain drives.
Hey, Gordon, so we're in the air conditioning. It's hard to see, but how humid is it down there?
It's humid, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
Temperature-wise.
Yeah, because remember last week we started at 5, and the sun was still out and about and rolling. Tonight it's late enough to where the sun's down.
Yep. Day on the carry. He's going to get it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 10. And that's it. They ran it out. So after one half of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 41, the Central Lafourche Trojans 0.
And, of course, Kevin, for our halftime sponsor, I want to say thank you once again to our good buddy, Ryan Estes and staff at Bobby's Seafood. They're a family-owned and operated restaurant located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. I tell you what, I get in trouble because they're almost catty corner from my house, and they're like a block away to the right. So I can get there all the time, fast and easy, and, of course, all the Patriots fans can as well. They're located in River Ridge, of course, like I said. They were established in September 1978, and they're celebrating 45 years of business. Bobby's Seafood offers daily lunch specials, fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys, boiled seafood, and of course don't forget during the crawfish season, Bobby's Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call them over there, tell them you want my boy Kevin. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders and to book your crawfish boils. Bobby Seafood, 738-2104, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Kevin, tell me how you got involved with Ryan and how you got over there working and starting to help him out doing some things.
Well, I grew up with Ryan and his older brother Robbie, and my dad and Mr. Bobby were good friends. We all went to St. Matthew together, played ball at Harahan Playground. And when Mr. Bobby started his business in 78, my dad was in the seafood club, was an officer, a cook, and what have you, and started buying seafood from Mr. Bobby for the club. And then we boiled all the time anyway. That was what we did. And just became good friends. And as Mr. Bobby grew his business, he got my dad to go help do special boils. And then I got involved as after the 7th and 8th grade, working some little weekends and Easter, and got away from it for a little bit. But my dad stayed with him for a while. And then after college, I piddled around a little bit, but really went until the early 2000s when the catering business, on-site boils, became popular. And Mr. Bobby got me to go help him do, the LSU Dental Society boil, what have you. And when Ryan got a little more involved, getting more creative with the on-site parties, started doing more and more boils every year. And then I built my own trailer and kind of captured more of the smaller 150, 200-pound, backyard boils. Mm-hmm. And the rest is history, So, yeah, just good friends, helping good friends out, and just, enjoy it. And that's what I like to do, So
The Seafood Club, what the heck was that?
Well, it was originally called a Corner Club. It was a bunch of guys that lived in a neighborhood in central New Orleans.
Oh, cool.
It was called a Corner Club. We kept it at 25. We always called it a seafood meeting because they always had seafood.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they kept it at 25 guys.
That sounds like something you need to start in River Ridge.
I know, huh?
Boils at your house.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, do we have a field mic? We're just going to pause briefly. I'm going to do a scoring recap, but we're going to pause briefly and let you hear the Colonial Regiment and give these guys and gals some props. And then after they perform, we'll give you the score and recap. So y'all hang tight and enjoy the Colonial Regiment.
Now I'm just going to try to get some propaganda.
Patriots.com. We're still at halftime. That was the Colonial Regiment. Give them a round of applause and the dance line, and hope you got a chance to see our new addition, the flag team, the drill team. They brought them back. More flags this year. Back when I was in school, in grade school, they actually had those wooden rifles with flags. They would interchange, depending on what they want to do, the halftime show. So I'm glad they brought it back because, we've always had a small band. But, Danny, as you see, the dance line has, about 20, 25 girls.
Yeah.
There's 16 flag team members and 32 members actually in the band. So now the field looks crowded, if you will. So, kudos to those kids, and I'm glad we brought them back. And
it looks good.
Nice performance there. Let's go with the score and recap. It's been all Patriots early and often. The Patriots got on the board with 9:38 to go in the first. Prout with a 10-yard touchdown run. Kippers added a PAT, put the Patriots up 7-0. That was a 6-play, 68-yard drive, taking 2:19 off the clock. Again, at the 5:16 mark of the first, Bruno with a 12-yard pass to Mitchell. Kippers added another PAT, put the Patriots up 14-0. That was a 4-play drive, 53 yards in distance, 2:03 off the clock. And then with 3:29 to go in the quarter, Bruno hit Turner on a 37-yard pitch and catch. And Kippers added his third PAT of the quarter, put the Patriots up 21-0. That was a 1-play drive, 37 yards in distance, 10 seconds off the clock. We flipped the field in the second quarter. It was more of the same. This time the backups. Reggie Johnson had a 1-yard touchdown run. We missed the PAT with 10:23 to go in the half. Patriots up 27-0, 8 plays, 56 yards, took 2:46 off the clock. Again, with 9:51 to go in the half, Boudreaux from 38 yards out. That was the second 1-play drive, taking 10 seconds off the clock. Collins came in, added a PAT. That put the Patriots up 34-0. And then with 1:04 to go in the quarter, Jamin Williams had a 1-yard touchdown run. Collins added a PAT, making it 41-0. And that capped off a 2-play, 28-yard drive, 51 seconds off the clock. And, Danny, it's been all Patriots, 41-0. Your assessment of the first half?
Well, I think it's been dynamite, Kevin. I mean, you couldn't really ask for anything else. Offense, defense, and special teams all working together to get 41 points on the board. And, defense has been very efficient, making the stops, getting us the ball back. It's great field position. Dagan Bruno has been outstanding, making the decisions. Offensive line as well. Running backs, receivers all contributing to make it happen. So, sometimes in a team like this, you can get complacent up 41-0. I want to see them come out, and if you're a younger guy, still feel the fire. Come out and earn it. And all of our kids, it's the first game of the season, so it shouldn't be any other way. And this is why I love high school sports, because it's not like the NFL or the NBA. You look at a game like Major League Baseball, right, where they're playing so many games. So now, and you could just get kind of wrapped up in the game. We don't have that many. So the kids come out here and they give their very best. They're not getting paid for it. They give their very best because they have a lot of pride in their school, their family, everybody around them. Like we talked about, all the other kids contributing to this atmosphere of the ball game. So I love the enthusiasm coming out here in the first game, punching them in the mouth, 41-0 at halftime. Really couldn't ask for anything more. So I'm super excited about, this game as well. But I think it just gets me fired up even more for the rest of the season, because obviously Central Lafourche tonight and maybe hopefully not, but for the rest of the season they may have some challenges. They're not up to par with the Patriots, but we wish them the best of luck. But, you want to see how are you going to be matched against a very good team that has a lot of depth and a lot of ability. And can strike at any moment. So, Kevin, as I say that, talk to me about some of the challenges that we have coming up in the next few weeks, and how's the schedule going to wrap up from here going into week 2 and then farther?
Yep, absolutely. We have Zachary going to schedule, but I'm hearing some rumors there may be some kind of conflict. I don't know if we're going to play the game or not, but we're going to go. Yes, we're playing Zachary, and as you know, we went there last year, and they were really, really good last year. Beat us by 19 points. Though, in my opinion, I think the game was a little closer than a 19-point differential. But, they're still a quality ball club. They're always contending for the 5A championship. Then that's going to be next Friday on the 8th. Then the following week on September 15th, we're going to play Santa Lucia's, Florida. So they're coming in. They were pretty good last year. I believe they're a 6A ball club. It was 8-4. So, they wouldn't make the trip to Louisiana if they weren't any good, or think they had a chance. So
and I like just playing somebody different anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll wrap up our homestand here on Friday the 22nd against Jesuit. And then our first road trip, if you want to call it that, will be Saturday, September 30th. We go across town to Tagoma to play Holy Cross. And then on Friday the 6th of October, we'll be homecoming against the Roma Raiders. followed by Friday the 13th. Hope that's not an omen, right? Friday the 13th, that's kind of weird. We played that a couple times against Acadiana. That'll be Hall of Fame weekend. So we encourage a lot of you guys to show up for that. The class has not been announced yet, but I'm sure there's going to be some pretty impressive Patriots in that class. Can't wait to hear that.
Yep.
Then we go 8 days later, Saturday the 21st, back to Ted Gorman to play St. Aug at 2:30 in the afternoon. And then we'll have our senior night on Friday the 27th of October against Brother Martin right here at the Shrine. And then we'll end our regular season on Friday, November 3rd at Berman Stadium against Carr. So, pre-district's pretty tough, and, district schedule is what it is. So, I keep getting asked, when's coach going to break the record? Well, here's the answer. When the Patriots win 7 games.
Yeah, one game at a time.
Yeah, I don't know when. So I would just say, here's what hurts. If we don't play the game next week, then everything gets moved back. And I just tell people, during the offseason, assume, let's say if the Patriots were to go undefeated, the earliest we would have tied the record would be October 6th against Rummel and could break the record against Acadiana. But if this game don't happen next week, then everything gets pushed back. So I would just say, look, keep October 13th through the regular rest of the season, November 3rd. I got to think, the Patriots are going to win 7 games in the regular season. I would think that. So
100%.
I just don't know when. So, but don't worry, we're going to the countdown. I've been doing the countdown for the last 3 years, so we'll get it out.
Well, here's the biggest thing, and if you're a player, you got to pay attention to this. This is not your responsibility.
No.
This falls on the back of every Patriot that played before you and even the Patriots that play after you, because, of course, we want JT to be coaching for a heck of a lot longer. So don't put this on your shoulders like this is something you have to worry about each and every week. It's a one game at a time thing, like Coach JT said this week on TV. So, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. You look very good so far. You're up 41-0 at halftime. So just continue to stay healthy, keep progressing, keep getting coached, take coaching, continue to be leaders out there, and everything is going to fall into place. But it is super exciting, Kevin, you got to admit, to have played for the guy that's going to be hopefully the winningest coach in football history. And I always tell people this, like, I don't think you understand. He's not the winningest guy in high school football. He is the winningest coach in football
sport
history, the entire sport, high school, college, NFL, every other. Who cares? He's going to be the winningest coach ever in the sport of football. So super exciting for us. Can't wait for it to happen. But like we said before, got to take care of business in between now and then.
Well, how about this, Danny? This is our 13th season calling Fighting Patriot football. Before I get let's do the Did You Know, because it's going to lead into this. So did you know, in the broadcast era, which is 2011 through last year, the Patriots are 123 wins and 23 losses. In that time, we've won 1 national championship, 5 state championships, 2 state runner-ups, lost in the semifinals 4 times, and the quarterfinals 1 time. Now, you and I had nothing to do with all that. That's just the record of the Patriots. That's 100-game differential between wins and losses. And look at the success of the championships, how much hardware we brought in. Having said that, now let me go back to what I want to say. The first year of the broadcast, we called Coach JT's 500th win. In year 4, in 2014, on October 30th, remember that was a 3:30 ball game at Pan American against De La Salle on a Thursday. We called Coach JT's 600th game as the head coach of the Patriots. And then in 2021, maybe about a month after the hurricane, or less than, maybe a little bit over a month, at Shaw, we called his 600th victory.
Right.
So here we are in year 13, have an opportunity to call the game for him to tie, then to break the record in the history of the whole sport, no matter the level of football. I mean, it's impressive.
And you were on the squad when it was how many wins?
So, yeah, my junior year in 1987, on a Thursday at Ecole Classic, we beat Lafourche. We won 200, game number 200. And then you, as a sophomore in 96, week 1 against Shaw, Del won his 300. So you and I, as players, won milestone victories, and as broadcasters, we've called 2 big ones.
Right.
The 500 to 600. Now 621 will be the next big win. I mean, who gets a chance to do that?
It's unbelievable.
I mean, how lucky are we?
Yeah,
you and I.
100%. And I will say that even during the broadcast era, we have had some teams that haven't been as dominant as some of the Patriots of old teams. But, again, you have to consider we also won a national championship in that time, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
So the 23 losses are probably I'd say, a little bit more losses than maybe the standard or the precedent that we've had. But, man, it's
let me tell you this.
It's just unbelievable.
How about this? Coach JT started this is his 55th season coaching the Patriots. His first practice was August 15th, literally 3.5 weeks after we put 4 guys in the moon, because that was on July 20th of 1969.
Yeah.
That was the middle of the Vietnam War. Richard Nixon was the president. To give you an idea, the historical perspective.
Yeah.
When Coach started, and he only had 6 guys show up to practice. The Patriots in 69 go 0-10, scored 12 points on the whole season. You and I scored more touchdowns in a game than they have the one year. You and I outscored the 69 team. We lose game 1 of the 1970 season. So Coach JT starts off 0-11. From that point forward, when he won week 2 of the 1970, he is now at 615 wins, 77 losses with 6 ties. So since then, he's only lost 66 times. 66. Outside that first 11, once he started winning, 66 more times.
That's crazy. That is what I hope. That is what I hope that the country, when it finally does happen, I hope that they can kind of understand and grasp the dominance that has been the red, white, and blue over the past 50 years. And I think it's important to tell the story. So I just hope, whenever that does happen, that they could kind of understand the whole and the big picture.
Hey, quick shout out to David Tapman, class of 1980, and the Tapman brothers watching from Hampton, Virginia. Appreciate you guys. Of course, his brother Glenn Tapman was a senior on that first state championship team back in
bada bang, bada boom,
1975. And we've been doing this since year 1 of the broadcast. We always had a picture of Mr. Curtis, because without him, none of this would have been possible, right?
Yes, sir.
And then when after Coach Rob passed, in 16, we kind of took one of the logos for the shirt, laminated and put Mr. Curtis' picture on top of it. But we've always had a picture of the 1975 Patriots, a team picture, always with us as well, because without them, none of our traditions that we enjoy would be possible. And of course, they had to be, and they were in 2015. They were the first inductees into our Hall of Fame, because if they started winning the tradition, they started all of our running on the levees and the commitment to excellence.
Yep.
You had to put them in first.
100%.
And that's one thing, besides you and I become very good friends with this broadcast, is that it has opened the doors for me, and I'm sure you too, but for me, with all these older Patriots, guys who played before me, and of course a lot of guys behind me as well, but mainly the older guys, have become good friends with those guys, and I always encourage all you younger Patriots, man, y'all need to talk to the guys in the 70s.
Yeah.
And of course the 60s too, don't forget them, but really the 70s, because I tell you, the stories they could tell, you could never do what they did.
Oh, 100%. That's a different day.
Never happened, but man, is it comical and funny though.
But we implore you to come back and
speak
to the kids. Come talk to them.
Yeah.
Show up at practice. I've heard a lot of stories, and believe me, I've heard a lot of your names when I first started going to Curtis and talking about, like Kevin says, it goes to the Patriots past. And I heard your names, and you guys are not forgotten. So I want you guys to continue to show up, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
I have 4 kids at school now. 2 little girls, which obviously, we're not going to call as many games for them, but my 2 boys, Madden and Baylor, I want them to know who you guys are and know who they're playing for and understand the history of the school and why it's so important. So please, if you can, you're one of those older guys that, hey, man, you made your money, you're retired, get your butt back over here and get to be a part of it.
Let's toss it down to Coach and the boys.
Hey, Jay, you coming or not? All right, now listen to me. Hey, know what we talked about. Play with intensity, play physical. Don't play to their level, play to yours. Let's go.
And here come the Patriots. And that's one thing we introduced in our first year. I think it was like week 3. It was at East St. John, and Blaine Thibodeau was our sideline reporter, and we appreciate his efforts for the first 3 years. Man, when he put that mic back there, and Danny, you and I heard that for the first time since we both played, and all the listeners, it's been such a wonderful enhancement to the broadcast. Some of these guys, it throws me back to 1971 or 1978 or 2006 or whatever year
100%.
they played. A lot of these guys have moved on, and that's the first time they've heard Coach behind the run-through. And
never gets old, does it?
No. There have been a few times, especially in the early years, and you get fired up, and you and I look at each other.
Oh, yeah.
We were about to run through the press box.
Ready to suit up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Go to war, baby. Yeah, I forget who it was, Kevin. It's so funny. When I tell the story, you might know, and I'll try to get the name for you guys next week. But it was a while ago, maybe 15 years ago or something. Coach JT's at a practice.
Gary Greaves.
Is that Gary? Oh, I loved it.
Tell it.
And Coach JT is saying in the middle of practice, he's like, somebody, they're in the middle of team offense or defense. He says, "Give me a safety," and nobody runs out. And he takes a kid out and he says, "Give me a safety." He says one more time, "Give me a safety." Gary Greaves runs out there. Was he class or what?
76.
Gary Greaves runs out there to free safety in the middle of practice. He goes, "Gary Greaves, coach, class of 1976. I'll live and die and play for you any day." And dude, when I tell you, I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. And like, that's the kind of stuff, that's the kind of stories that my boys need to hear. And that just, man, I love it.
Let's compound that. Let's add this to it. So Gary now lives in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and he was a small guy. He probably weighed, 110, 112 pounds when he was a freshman. And by the time he was a senior, he weighed about 125, 126 pounds as a senior. But and he credits Coach JT, for not cutting kids because he was so small. Like I said, 110, 113 pounds as a freshman. He's 126, 120 pounds as a senior. But he was a pesky little gnat. He was tough. One of them Wentwood kids.
Yeah,
tough,
that's what you want,
nails, right?
Right.
I mean, tougher than woodpecker lips. He fought. They wouldn't get off the field. He holds the school record for the most interceptions in a playoff game and in playoffs. He couldn't get him off the field. Made all district, all state.
Yep.
As a 126-pound cornerback, wins the first, and he's a senior when they win the first state championship in '75. That's why.
This is exactly what I try to tell the young bucks about special teams.
Oh, and also, hey, how about this? 12 years of school. 12 years of perfect attendance. Never missed a day of school.
Wow.
God's honest truth.
Damn.
Mr. Curtis honored him at halftime, gave him an award for that for 12 years.
Wow. That's
crazy. Why we had winners.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Here we go. We're going to start the second half off. Kippers to kick it off. And it's going to be fielded near the 18-yard line. And he's going to be tackled at 24. That's number 18 for the Trojans. Go ahead, Danny.
And to your point, Kevin, that's what I always try to tell the kids. It doesn't matter how big you are. Get noticed on special teams. Be that little wiry, crazy guy that the coach says, "Coach, I can't take him off the field. I can't afford to take him off the field. He's too wild. He's too crazy. Hits people too hard. I can't take him off the field." So if you're young, like I said, and you're listening, be that dude that gets noticed early by the attitude and the effort that you bring each and every day.
Well, we can talk more about it in the second half because we'll probably have some time to kill here. But that was Cooper on the return. But, yeah, if you got to understand Gary Greaves' story. And, look, he talked during Hall of Fame week. He went and talked to the guys, and he's still fired up to this day.
That's awesome.
Twins receivers near side, split top of the field. Two running backs. Slayton pitches it to Washington. Oh, yes. Nice job. Number 22 for the Patriots came up and run support. That's Martinez. Loss of 2, second and 12. But like I said, there's some comical stories. And if you ever get a chance to meet a Lenny Dubrock, talk to that guy. You want to talk about an individual who was
tell you some funny stories?
I mean, the most – and he don't try to be funny. He's just naturally just a great storyteller.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, we're heavy in stitches. It's funny. I'm telling you, man, this guy's in the 70s are wild.
Kevin, is this our starting D?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I was wondering how we were going to play that coming out.
Probably one series and get out.
And look, this is what I'll say. Come on, go get him. Go get him. Way to run.
Delott.
Way to run.
Yes.
Saavedra. Or is that Saavedra?
No, Delott.
No, Delott. Nice job right there, 40.
Yeah, Day had the handoff, came near side, tried to stretch it out, but Delott just kept running him down and got him.
Ran him down, inside out. That's the linebackers you want. Reminds me of a number 40 that's playing in the league making some money. Ooh. He can run inside out. That's what he does well. But I'll tell you, Kevin, it's just funny to see and hear some of those old guys tell the stories. And everybody's got their own. But, that's what I'm saying. That's why they need to come back and just, let these kids know they chewed the same dirt, and get out there and mix it up with them a little bit.
Third and long. Ball is back at the 17-yard line. It's like about third and a long 16. Slayton rolls to his right, steps up. He's in trouble. Fires it far side. Almost intercepted. Oh. Martinez headed in and out of his hands. And Danny, if he catches it, he scores.
I'll tell you what, great job. I don't know if it was the defensive end, but a great job staying outside and not allowing the quarterback
Yes.
to get outside. And he had to pull up, and once he did that, he felt like he had to throw the football, and then he got himself into some trouble. Now, look, Kevin, I'm not a coach. You know, I don't want to be a coach right now, so I don't make the big bucks like these guys. But if it was me in a game like this where you're up 41-0, and some people might take this the wrong way because they don't know football.
Yeah.
But I would almost go out there and maybe spread them out and
Work on
get
some
into a 2-minute offense or get into the thing.
Yes, we got it.
We finally got it.
We finally tipped it.
Woo.
Ball's going to be picked up or at the foot. Guys, go
Guys,
tackle
go
him.
get him.
Go tackle him. Slayton picks it up. There's a
Nice
flag in the
job.
play.
What the heck?
We blocked the punt and just forgot
blocked
to
the-
play ball. The ball's still live, guys.
Like the punt and ran off.
But, hey, credit Slayton by
Yeah.
picking it up at the 5-yard line. He got it to near the 20, but there's a flag. Let's see what the flag
See
is.
what it is. But, yeah, Kevin, if you understand what I'm saying,
Yep.
you're obviously, 41-0, you're feeling pretty good. So work on some of the things that you need to work on. Spread the ball out. Get some different young guys in. Get some different sets and formation. Throw the ball a little bit. Do some of the things that you think you might need to do when it gets to a tougher opponent and the game gets on the line. I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean that in a way that you need to work on some certain things. Like, line up and kick a field goal on 3rd down. Let these kickers try to see how far they can kick in a pressure situation. Simple things like that.
I agree.
They're still talking about it. Let's go, White Hat.
I couldn't.
Blocking the
back.
Okay, well.
On the Trojans, but it'll be Patriots
we're
ball
not
no matter
worried
what.
about that. Let's go get it. Good job, Kevin. And look, I'll say this too. I don't know what we said to that particular player or at halftime or how we coached him up, but guess what? We finally made it happen. And we
Yeah.
made a difference, and we finally made the play. So we made the correction, got coached up on it, did what we had to do, and boom, proof's in the pudding.
And Danny, don't be surprised. At a sportsmanship, I think the clock's going to be continuously running in
Probably
the second
so.
half.
Probably so.
So 9:01 to go in the third. It's going to be Patriots ball deep in Trojan territory, but let's see where they mark it off.
And obviously, I don't mean get into double twins or trips or anything like that when you're inside deep in their territory. I just, meant,
No, I understand.
if you have to get out there and do some different things. But I don't mind getting out there, punching it in for 6 points if you're down there tight. Coach JT's meeting with the White Hat, going to talk about something. Let me see if I can zoom in on these boys.
We're going to decline it.
Going to decline it. Okay. Let's go. 1st down.
So it should be near the 20, I believe. Let's see. No? How about this? How about the 9? 1st and goal from the 9. Will that work for you?
Why is it at the 9? Oh, no,
That's
they're
where you got
marking
tackled.
up. No, they're marking it.
Oh, they're going back up now?
Yep.
Okay, they had the ball at the
About
9.
the 18.
Okay, I thought he was around the 20.
Me too.
Okay. I mean, the 9 sound good, right?
Yeah. I don't mind it.
All right, let's go to 18-yard line.
Give it a little more room to work here.
You like that number, don't you?
Oh, love it. Yeah, Madden. I said, Madden, you want to be number 18 for your baseball team this year? He said, nah, I'll be number 1. I said, okay.
Reggie Johnson, the quarterback, to start off. We got the twos. 3-step drop, fires it far side, incomplete. Nice coverage there. Let's give that guy credit. Number 27 for the Trojans. That's going to be Clarence Clement.
Yep. But hey, there you
Clement
go.
in New Orleans.
Line up and throw it. I don't mind that one bit. Let these receivers battle a little bit because you're going to get into those games where guys in press coverage. It's very physical. You got to get out there. You got to make your play. You got to be one-on-one in your matchup and use your hands. Get a good release. So work on the things that you need to right now. Backside, top of the field. He's still in press coverage to the bottom down here. He's off.
Oh, Johnson dropped the ball.
Yeah, I think fumbled the snap.
And they got it.
Mm.
Yep, number 24. That's going to be Cameron Hunter with the recovery. So the Patriots turn it over.
I wonder.
It'll be 1st and 10 Trojans. Go ahead, Danny.
Don't know who, but I wonder if there was a different center in there. And you'll have, sometimes you'll have your little mishaps when it's a different quarterback with maybe a center that they're not used to receiving the snap from and things like that. But good job by Central Lafourche getting the ball back in a tough situation after their offensive series. And
so, Danny, we got a mix of starters and backup guys on the defense here. I'm looking at, starting linebackers, but we also have Frank Massico at free safety. So,
yep, nothing wrong
we're
with
going
that.
to mix and match against the guys because, Frankie's played a few different positions.
Well, and you have to understand and you have to learn how to play the entire field, different positions. We don't know throughout the course of a football season who's going to get healthy, who's going to step up and make big plays, who is going to continue to be a first teamer, who's the second teamer that's going to step up, like I said, or, we don't want this to happen, but what if one or two guys go down?
Right.
Young kids have to step up. This is a crucial time for them to get their film, to get on film, change positions. Like I said, it's a different way, your leverages and from a strong safety to a free safety to a cornerback and how to play the coverages and understand how to move and how to play. And Coach Tommy and those guys down there are going to do a great job with that.
Day on the carry on that previous play. Noel with the tackle. Double twins formation here. Slayton takes the pass in center, fires it far side, in and out of the hands.
Ooh. Yeah, quarterback had that one up a little bit, and the receiver didn't want any part of that.
Yeah,
so
Martinez
great job.
And Jeffrey Curtis on the coverage.
Again, get in that quarterback's face, Kevin. Make him not want to sit back there in the pocket and throw the football, and get him out of there. And, defense has been doing that all night, Kevin. The quarterback has not looked very comfortable. Defensive line, no matter who it's been, first team, second team, third team, they've gotten after him and played very efficiently.
Clock is running, 6:30 and counting. 3 receivers near side, split top of the field. They'll stay in the shotgun with Day to the left of Slayton. 3rd down and 8. Slayton looks near side, throws it to Day. A little swing pass, he just dropped it. It's been that kind of night for the Trojans.
Yeah, it sure has.
It'll be 4th and 8. Be interesting to see, do they do the hydration breaks and keep the clock running? Probably not, maybe. Let's see. It's 6 minutes right now. And they will.
Yeah. I think that's
that may be a rule, huh?
Yeah, I think it's a mandated thing
from
the LHSAA that it has to happen no matter what. So no problem with that.
Yep. So official timeout on the field due to hydration break. It's the Patriots 41, the Trojans 0. Yeah, go back to, a guy like Gary Greaves, and we get to know him. I knew him because that's how the traditions really started with Thanksgiving practice. They didn't know what to do. Hadn't been that far in Thanksgiving. After practice was in the locker room, and they said, well, should we say something? And I'll say, well, I'm thankful for whatever. I'm a freshman in 85. I don't know any different. What, we got practice Thanksgiving morning? What? So we show up, have practice. I'm thinking we're going home. Nope, going to the library. And then Gary Greaves, Glenn Tapman, Mark Toper, I think David Gilmore. He showed up. Those guys were on, most of those guys were seniors on the 75 team. But Gilmore was a sophomore. And they got to introduce themselves and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. He might have sophomore year in 86. Some more guys come, 87, 88. So I was like, whoa. So I got out my freshman year in college, 89. I started going back. And the next thing you know, we got like 60 alums that show up. Fortunately for me, I haven't missed one, except for the 2 years we haven't had. And those are some long Thanksgivings. But
yeah,
what a special tradition that has become. But those
100%.
guys started it,
Yeah, last year, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it because Baylor and Madden were playing the JPRD football in Turkey Bowl in Gatlinburg. Of course, we missed it, but
they shanked the punt. We're going to have great field position here.
This year, they're not playing at the playground, so guess what? We'll be there.
Yeah, you're right.
We're in that number.
Hey, let me give a shout-out to another original Yogi Bear, Jay Meyer. Listen to us out in Gramercy, and the family and the girls. And today is his daughter Taylor's birthday. So,
boy.
Taylor, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, from the Patriots.
Tell you what, Jay's got a beautiful family, his 2 lovely daughters, and, of course, his wife. But his 2 daughters, real pretty. But they definitely get the looks from her mom.
Oh, you know that.
Jay.
You know that.
Love you, Jay. No, what a wonderful family. They've taken me in a little bit as his friends, and I get to go to their house and watch the bonfires in Gramercy for Christmas Eve and just the lovely atmosphere. And it's always a good time to fellowship with fellow Patriots like that. Patriots 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Corking up the middle, short gain.
.612 and counting here in the third quarter. And again, we want to say thank you guys for giving the opportunity for us to do this. And thank you for listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. You can always go back and watch these broadcasts. They're always archived on the website via YouTube. So anytime, your kid goes out there and makes a big play or something you want to be able to see again, go check it out on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. All the games are there.
Yep. Reggie with the pitch, comes near side. Boudreaux going to be tackled for a loss. Let's credit the front 4 of Central Florida stringing it out.
Yep.
Probably back to 3rd down and maybe 12. Got to mention this. Shout out to our Phoenix fan club, Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon Walker. Listen to us in Phoenix. They're the presidents of the fan club out there, our Phoenix chapter.
Yep.
Very loyal listeners.
Yes, sir.
You played with their son David, right?
David, sure did.
Teammate of yours.
Big number 48.
Yeah.
He was a big boy, and he could run.
I'm going to ask you a question in a second. It's 3rd down long, Twins to the left. Johnson back to pass, throws it far side, and it is going to be caught at the 15.
Nice
job there. I believe is that number 86?
Yep, Juan Washington.
Juan Washington with the catch, so it'll be 1st and 10, and there's an injured Trojan on the field. Nice job there by Reggie and Washington.
Good job. Way to put the ball up in the air with some a nice little nice air under the ball. Let it come down to him, and I don't know where the cornerback was, but the safety kind of fell on it late. With a good job, with a good completion, another 1st down.
Ask you a question because you just mentioned like playing against guys like in practice at David. That's what made us so good in the late 70s. And you look at some of the teams we had. And of course, the 80s we were super strong, 90s super strong, 2000. Our inner squad scrimmages and blue-white game. I mean, that's iron sharpened iron. You were going up against all district, all state players on offensive defense. I mean, that made you better as a quarterback. Playing against a guy like Mr. David there, getting hit by him. How did that feel?
Well, we had some big boys, like you mentioned, back in the day. And unlike a lot of other schools, especially when you're young, when I got older, they didn't really let me get hit much, but in practice. But when I was young, you got to go against like the Vic Valorias of the world, and take a shot from him. That's tough. Now, as you get older, sophomore, junior year, you start playing a lot more. They don't really let you get hit. But, to your point, what I would say is so great about John Curtis and the coaching staff is they don't let you take days off. They don't let you take plays off. As I progressed and played in college and professionally, wherever these guys came from, they almost thought of practice as, hey, man, you're my buddy. Let's not go too hard. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? You don't get better doing that,
right.
So I think the coaching staff has done a good job here saying, you know what, you're going to get banged up. Things happen. Obviously we don't get – oh, there you go, nice run. We don't want guys to get hurt. But like you mentioned, iron sharpens iron. You get each other better, and you have to compete every day. And that's what life's all about. You got to go out there and compete your butt off each and every day, no matter who's going to line up across from you and no matter what you do. And I think that's what's always made us better. So, yeah, have I taken some big hits? Yeah, I've taken some big hits in games. Coaching staff took it easy on me as I got older. But, yeah, we had some – and I'll tell you this, when I was a freshman – that team was huge. We had big offensive line, big defensive line, big linebackers. Everybody was big across the board. So, yeah, wasn't nice getting hit, but you know what? Made you tougher.
Yeah, you're right. Mason's a new quarterback. Got it down Boudreaux to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Patriots. We'll come near side. Corcoran with the handoff, no gain. And that's what I'm saying. That's, I didn't realize until I joined the varsity as an 8th grader, and, I'm going up against, and they don't care. I'm the 3rd offense, and I'm going up against the Troy Fields, Tommy Fallbachers, Kenny Powers, Glenn Becknells. These guys were all state dudes, and unfortunately I was making a few plays here and there. And then the next years, Steve Robinsons and, the Mark Lombardos and stuff. And then now it's my era. I'm a junior, senior, but I'm going up against, Nicky Lojadee, Scott Gamina. I know I'm forgetting some of my teammates, so don't get mad at me, but, Brian Lamberts of the world. I mean, but it made you better.
Let me just tell you, this is a funny story, and it just happened to me about 3 minutes ago.
There's a field goal attempt here by Collins. Let's see, it's going to be 21 yards.
So you talk about some of those guys, and one of those guys for me was Alex Petard.
Yeah.
He was a defensive end, outside linebacker. He played at Curtis, and he graduated my junior year. Really good friend, still a very good friend of mine. I just saw number 46 run off the field.
Is that a son?
And I said, damn, that looks a lot like a friend of mine. And I looked down, and it's his son, Caden Batard. And I said, goodness gracious, that's funny. Like, just to see the generational players. And as I see Caden run off the field, I'm thinking in my head, that looks like a young Alex. And guess what?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to see some of those guys, sending their kids here. We have generational kids.
How about this?
Cool.
We've always called, former teammates, sons. How about Jay Curtis? We called a lot of his baseball and football games. He's now an assistant coach here.
Yep. Awesome. Good to have him. He's a heck of a football player, probably even better baseball player, and he's going to help us out for years to come, so it's nice to have him back.
Kippers with a 26-yard field goal attempt. Place kick, and it's good! Oh!
And that's the kind of things you need to work on.
Kippers with a 26-yard field goal with 1:46 to go in the third. It's now 44-0 Patriots.
And a great job by him because going back to it, you never know, right, what the precious points are going to mean to you in a ball game against St. Augustine, against Zachary, against Rommel, whoever. When it gets down to the fourth quarter and you have to line up to kick a 35-yard field goal to win it, Can we do it? Have we been there before? Have we heavy inside pad over, low inside pad over heavy inside foot? Have we protected? Did we have a good snap and kick on rhythm? Like, all of those things are important in 48 minutes of football.
Yeah. 1:48 to go here in the third. It's 44-0 Patriots with a 26-yard field goal. I'm sitting here thinking, trying to fill some space here. Go back to year 6, 2016, season opener at Bernalino against Landry Walker. Patriots about to take the field, and boom, a big old lightning bolt.
Oh, yeah.
Teams go in the locker room, and they kept hitting lightning strikes, and the clock every 30 minutes had to keep getting reset. And we had a 2-hour and 50-minute broadcast, pregame broadcast.
Yeah, I was about to say.
5 hours and 8 minutes total broadcast when you add the pregame.
That was rough. But good for me. My
that was crazy.
Counterpart here does not run out of anything to say. And he's got a mind like an encyclopedia, so he can always talk for hours about fourth down, 1977, playing Notre Dame at Crowley, and we were going in, and it was 33 seconds left, and we called a timeout, and Coach JT ran the reverse for a touchdown. And I'm like, what? I can't remember what I ate yesterday for lunch.
I was just trying to find space, and we talked for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and the next time we turned around, because we were getting parched, and Robbie's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say Robbie sends us a text. He's down the block
my boy.
At a restaurant eating
refreshments and eating what he wants.
Like,
this dude's got fried chicken.
It's like he's literally at Chateau Estates,
I'm telling you.
the little shopping mall there, eating, taking a picture. Go, yeah, y'all doing good. I'm like, doing good. Bring some drinks.
Thanks, dude. The good old days, huh?
5 hours and 8 minutes. That was the longest broadcast in history.
Yeah, hopefully
for us.
Forever.
Yeah.
For us.
Slayton back to pass. There's the far side. Going to be complete.
Get to him.
And he
good
runs
job
into
pushing the
paper.
pile.
Yeah, he got a first down. Tell you what, what's his number?
Good second effort right there after contact.
Give him credit. That's number 12.
Yep. And you hear about yak yards after contact. They did a good job right there. And receivers in the NFL make a lot of money on yak yards. Being able to break tackles, get downfield, and make something happen. It looks like he's going to hobble off after getting stifled a little bit by the Patriots defense. Did a good job by him picking up the first down.
Yep, it's 1st and 10. Trojans at their own 36. 18 seconds to go and running. This is probably the last play of the quarter. 3 receivers near side. They'll have 1 top of the field. I believe it's going to be Washington. It is. He's the halfback to the left of Slayton, not the shotgun. Washington up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles, and he's slung down at the 37-yard line. And that's going to wrap it up for the end of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 44, the Central Lafourche Trojans 0.
Ooh, Kevin, for that third quarter of action, I want to say thanks once again to Bob User Productions. Robbie's up here as our chief production engineer, always getting us to good seats and keeping us comfortable and bringing you the live feed on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. So we want to say thank you to Bob User Productions. Do you want the best in the business at your next wedding, party, event, anything filmed or edited? Give them a call, 738-1447. That's Bob User Productions. Thank you for your support of the Patriots. I'll tell you what our cheerleaders look like. There's a lot of them. I don't know if that's the young. I guess that's the younger on the JV or the younger behind them, but
yeah, it's a JV
they
and the
got
varsity.
some serious numbers out there now.
Almost as many as Central Foods brought with them.
Well, I was going to say, and the interesting part, and what a lot of people still need to realize out there is as far as our enrollment goes, Kevin, we're still at 218.
Yeah.
And we play up to 5A. We're in the Catholic League, and we play.
Well, look, our student section's so small, but look at the band.
Yep.
The band, the Colonial Regiment, and you got the dance line and the flag girls, and look how many cheerleaders, and look how many football players. So basically, 98% of our student body is participating tonight.
Yep. Fantastic.
How awesome is that? All right, we're going to flip the field. Trojans coming now left to right. Slayton takes a pass in center, fires a bullet over the middle of the field, overthrows everybody. Be third down in about 8. Clock will continue to run.
Yeah, he tried to sit in the pocket pretty tough on that one, Kevin. Let the receivers get downfield a little bit. Threw it in between 2 of them, but tonight we haven't seen him drop back in the pocket on a 5-step drop or take his time very much because we've had some great pressure.
Let's so we got some time here in what should be a historic season. Do you have some memories you can think about, or do you have some favorite Patriots that you looked up to before you were a player, and as a player, or maybe during the broadcast era, some Patriots that come to mind?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. When I was a young buck when I first got to school, I mean, you talk about guys like just throw some names out there, even on the defensive side. Like
first down for the Lafourche.
Like Clarence LeBlanc, Jason Smith, Eddie Bibbins was there. Jeff Curtis was the quarterback. And Chris Howard, names like that. Kevin Dukes, guys that I always looked up to and just thought the world of, because when you're young, especially when you're in 7th grade, these guys look enormous, and you don't know one day, hey, maybe one day I'll be that big too, and I'll, maybe I can be a starter, and maybe kids will look up to me. But at that age, at 7th grade, man, they're the top of the world, right? So yeah, but it's always good, and this is what I try to preach to young kids and my kids and their friends and everything. Somebody's always watching, right?
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how old you are. My little boys, my little girl Dempsey's watching them, right? And for them, they're watching the Dagan Brunos now.
Right.
I told this story last year at FCA. Josh Eames.
Yeah.
Josh, they wanted to know if you were coming tonight. Dagan, they wanted to know if you were coming tonight, because guess what? They look up to you. So those little eyes are always upon you. They're always watching. So no matter what you're doing, no matter who you think is there, always let your character shine through. So yeah, there were always guys throughout the years that I always looked up to and I thought were great guys, and you separate yourself. You start to figure out, maybe those guys aren't going to be my friends. Maybe they don't do things the way that I do it, and then you start to maybe become a little bit more of a leader and become a little bit more outspoken, and maybe that's not the way that we do things here, but as you grow older. But yeah, definitely, man, I was over the moon with a lot of these guys, and they were really good football players and really great people as well, and so it was nice to look up to them. What about you?
Yep, real quick, Day with a short gain up to the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down about 4, so nice little drive here by Central Lafourche. Yeah, well, my first year in the 5th grade, 81 class, Coach Nelson was the quarterback. Guy I looked up to, Reggie Dupard, and Brian Cipolla were the running backs. Ronnie Helm was a receiver, and of course you had all kind of great guys on the defensive side. I just missed. Oh, look at this breaking tackles here. It's going to be a 1st down for the Trojans. Nice job there by Day. He just would not refuse to go down, so great hustle by him. Give him some credit. I just missed Greg Dubrock. He graduated in May, June, and then I started in August of 81, so I just missed him. But, in 82, he had guys like, Troy Wetzel and Darren Marlboro on defense, and Terry Sabella, and Eric, the Nissan guy, North Shore Park. Nissan, help me out here.
Eddie
Terrell.
Yep.
Eddie Terrell on defense. John Paul Young, and of course Randy Becknell, leading the quarterback. I mean, yeah, just so many guys. I'll explain a little bit more in a second. 1st and 10 for the Trojans, and it's going to be intercepted.
Go!
The 23-yard line. It might be a pick 6. Let's see, can he take it the distance? Slayton misses the tackle, and he's going to be tripped up deep in the territory. That's going to be number 15. That's Brown.
Xavier Brown.
Yeah, playing defensive back, a receiver.
Nice. Great job. Well, guess what?
Nice.
Usually the DBs are that great athletes that can't catch, but thank goodness for us we had a receiver out there, Xavier Brown, put his hands up and did the job and had a nice return on it as well, Kevin. Yeah, and I want to say I grew up across the street from Mike Stonebreaker.
And Stoney was
that was big for me too, because I always wanted to go to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And at that time I moved there. That dude starting for Notre Dame. He had been to Curtis, and I'm like looking at him like, man, this is unbelievable. So, you could just look back and see a bunch of guys that, you looked up to. And
I'll continue that in a second. Let's do this. 1st and 10 from the 17. New quarterback, number 10, Riles Cohen. Hand off to number 28, and he's going to easily walk in.
He's going.
That's going to be Leday, Gavin Leday. So from 17 yards out with 6:54 to go in the game, Patriots now 50-0.
Yep, good to see some of these young kids earning it, Kevin, like we mentioned. It looks like, is that, let me see here. Yep, big number 46, Caden Bittard running back out there. Got some other younger kids in the ball game. I'm gonna mention some numbers, Kevin. See if you can read.
All right, hit me.
All right, 25.
That's gonna be Leuza.
64.
64 is Lamb.
10.
10 is Cohen.
73.
73 is Crescione.
74.
Signorelli.
84.
Born.
There you go.
Nice. Kippers to kick it off, to kick the PAT. Snap, place, kick is up, and it's good.
Yes, sir.
So it's the Patriots 51, Trojans 0. Here's something. What makes it so special at John Curtis Christian School is, and especially when I was there, everybody was through my freshman year was on the same campus.
Yeah.
My freshman year, or at the end of the 8th grade year in '85, they bought where the lower school is, and they put the young kids. But everybody was at the main campus, and just having that intimate setting where you had kindergarten through 12th grade right there. So, I'm in the 5th, 6th grade walking down the halls, and you see, Reggie Dupart or Darren Marlboro, those guys. I mean, it's like, wow. Yeah. Those are the guys. I'm in the stands. And then you had a few of the coaches. Now, obviously, Coach JT didn't play at Curtis, but obviously he is a Curtis. Coach Leon is a Curtis grad. Coach Robinson was a Curtis grad. When I was in grade school, he played on the 75 team. Can't think of his name right now, but good guy. But they had another Curtis grad come in. Then you also had my sophomore year, Coach Manny Michelle came back. Guys who laid the foundation for us. Playing, now they're coaching.
Right.
Now look at, teammates of mine, Johnny Curtis, Jeff Curtis, Tommy Fahlbacher, now, and the other guys, Jerry Godfrey, Brandon Godfrey now, Craig Gardner's on the staff, of course, Matt and Steve Curtis. They're all Curtis guys, not just Curtis related, but they played here. So when you understand the culture the way they do, and you come back, that's why we're good. The continuity within the coaching staff, and everybody's buying in.
Standard of the way you operate.
Yeah. Oh, guys on the 75 team, help me out over here. The blonde-haired guy, I can't remember his name. Good coach, defense. One of the defensive backs coaches, lives in South Carolina, I believe.
Oh, shoot.
When I hear the name, I'm like, I got a picture in my mind. I can't think of his name right now. It's slipping my memory. Oh, is that Frankie?
Ooh, I don't know.
Sure is.
Come on,
Frankie
boy.
Massico.
Boy, listen to my advice. Let's go, Big 2-9. Make it happen, Captain.
Glenn Tapman, help me. I know you listen. Help me out here. Oh, that's frustrating. When you know somebody and you got him and you can't think of his name.
Yeah, no.
But my point is, especially those guys, they were on, the first couple year championship teams.
Right.
So they understood when we weren't winning.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the guys, we can blame them. All you guys who left some DNA on the levee, blame those guys on the 75 team. They're the ones who started with Coach Gatz. They started that tradition.
100%. I see Jack Svabacher out there. Little Jack's running around. That's Chad's son. And he's a freshman, 5'7", 180-pound middle linebacker.
458 and counting.
Oh, almost had him.
Yeah, Washington with the carry. Number 56 for the Patriots with the tackle. Let's give him credit. That's going to be Kareem White. No. Well, no, it's not Doug Mosley. Doug's I think one Doug's name. God, Doug.
I'm going to say some more numbers here, Kevin.
He was a coach, he was a coach like 79 through 82, 83 range. Blonde hair. Not Doug Mosley. Go ahead, hit me with a number.
Wait, hold on, this can't be right. The big number 93, it says he's Roland Burrell. It says he's 5'8". He looks like he's like 6'2" out there, 240 pounds.
Oh, Slayton. No, it's
Go
not
get
Slayton.
Roland almost got him. Rowland.
Hey, he dropped. That was number 5 for the Caleb Nieves. Dropped it. He just ran with it, so it's 3rd and short.
All right, Kev. We got number 92.
That's going to drive me nuts here. Kyron Noel.
71.
That's going to be Rashad Van Zant.
All right, I got number 90. I know who that guy is.
Yeah. How you say it? Izada?
Yep, Izada.
Okay.
Braylon Izada. Let me see here. 54.
Maddox Miles.
50.
It'll be Nathan Scallon.
And 56.
Kareem White, who made a tackle.
Yep. Get some of these younger guys mentioned that might not get as many opportunities throughout the regular season in some tougher games to get their name mentioned in the big lights. Big hole, big hole.
Yeah. And they get a first down and a few extra yards. No, not Doug Hamley. Doug Hamley didn't play at Curtis. Give me a sec. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah, Kevin, trust me. He's not gonna. I told you before, his mom's like an encyclopedia. It'll come to him. Don't you worry about it. Super excited about this team, guys. So keep the pedal to the metal as this season progresses. Continue to work hard and continue to earn it. They're going to hand it off, and not a bad run. I see a lot of blue shirts to the football again late in the fourth quarter. Some younger guys running in and out, so, good to see.
Yep, Joey Galloway.
Boom.
God, boy, I had to call Glenn Tapman real quick. Doug Hamley. Now, here's an interesting story about Doug Hamley. Doug Hamley played at Ole Miss, running back. He was my strength coach. He started 79, and he coached through spring of 86, so going into the 86 year, he left. He was a running back after Archie played at Ole Miss. We'll come back to this in a second. Handoff here to the running back up the middle. And he gets it near the 50 where he's tackled. His dad, Doug Hamley Sr., played for Ole Miss in the 40s with Charlie Connerly, who wore number 42 and played for the New York Giants back in the day, right? Was also Coach Hamley, the dad, was a long-time LSU assistant coach under Charlie McClendon from like 61, 62 to when the McClendon era, the team got fired in 79. But Coach Hamley Jr., Doug Hamley Jr., was my strength coach, but he coached, Reggie and Greg and all those guys. I mean, he was a really good running back coach. Kind of looked like Tom Selleck. Had that big caterpillar mustache, big physique and stuff. Yeah, no, but Joey Galloway, that's who it was. I had him picture in my mind. I couldn't think of his name. So thanks for you guys for pitching in on that. Here's a handoff today, short gain.
Good job again by the young
defense
playing on their side of the ball.
102 to go. So, guys like Joey Galloway. Joey, I believe, is living in South Carolina. He wrote a book. I mean, just super intelligent guy. Got to meet him a little bit that day in 2015 when we inducted the 75 team.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of us went after the banquet, went to dinner together, and he was there. Just hearing their stories are really good. But anyway, guys like Joey Galloway, he was on the team, comes back and coaches, so it's different when you are part of the program as a player and you come out as a coach. You understand everything.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell some of these older guys now. Get your butts back over here, make a difference in these kids, and tell them some of the old stories, like Kevin said. It looks like
that's gonna be 17 seconds. I'm not gonna run out play.
Lafourche just gonna let it tick down. Got 13 seconds left, and again, this is the first game of the year, and Patriots did a fantastic job. Thanks for listening to us live again on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Yeah.
Kevin's going to run it down for you, and we're going to have a little bit more to say, so stay with us.
Yep.
And, guys, of course, like always, I want to say thank you to our post-game sponsor. Been that for a few years now. That's Hot Rods Creole, locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, barbecue, gumbo. Don't forget the premium garlic butter seasonings. Of course, the fish fry, seafood boil mixes. You can go to your local grocery store, check it out, or you can go to HotRodsCreole.com. You can even check them out at Bobby Seafood. I know he's got a shelf for them. So go check them out, guys. It's HotRodsCreole.com. Hot Rods Creole, the only way to Creole. Appreciate Cade Beloso and his pops, Hot Rod.
Well, it was early in Alton. The Patriots won the board, and they secured Coach JT's 616th win. We'll just, real quick go through the first quarter. Patriots got 3 touchdowns. Prout on a 10-yard touchdown run. Skipper added a PAT, making it 7-0. Then Bruno on a second drive hit Mitchell with a 12-yard pitch and catch. Kippers added a second PAT, 14-0 with 5:16 to go in the quarter. Then with 3:29 to go in the quarter, Bruno on a one-play drive hit Turner on a nice little post route from 37 yards out. And Kipper added his third PAT, making it Patriots 21, Trojans 0. Going into the second quarter, more of the same, but this time with the backup units with 10:23 to go in the half. Reggie Johnson with a 1-yard touchdown run. We missed the PAT, but the Patriots led 27-0, 9:51 to go in the half. Boudreaux with a 38-yard touchdown run. Collins added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 34-0. And that was the second Patriot one-play drive. And then with 1:04 to go in the half, Jamin Williams with a 1-yard touchdown run. Collins added a PAT, and that made the Patriots put up the Patriots, 41-0 at halftime. Due to sportsmanship, we kept the clock running, had most of the backups in, and with 1:46 to go in the third, Kippers with a 26-yard field goal add 3 more points to the total, and that put the Patriots up 44-0. That goes into the fourth quarter. And then with 6:50 to go, after a nice return on an interception by Xavier Brown, he picked it off near, say, like the 18-yard line of the Patriots and ran it back to the 17 of the Trojans. Another one-play drive. Gavin Leday from 17 yards out. And Kippers added a PAT, and that made it 51-0 Patriots, and that's the final score. Coach JT's record is now 6-16, 77-6. 5 more wins to tie, 6 more wins to set the record. It's getting close, but we're going to take one game at a time. And what a, in my opinion, what a nice way to start off this 2023 prep football season in our 13th year to broadcast. But your thoughts on tonight's performance? Well,
I just think more of the same of what we've been talking about, Kevin. It's everybody comes out unscathed for the most part, healthy. I thought it was a very efficient job, offense, defense. The kickers got into it a little bit tonight. We're very efficient back there. Good snaps, kick on rhythm and special teams. Kickoff team ran down there with their hair on fire, made some great plays as well. So keep up the tenacity, keep up the fire into the second week. And offense and defense just keep continuing to get better, keep continuing to gel as a unit because the games will get tougher. But I'm super excited about this year, excited about this group. Some great leaders on this team, and it seems like they have some great continuity to be able to move forward and to continue to progress throughout the season. So, you can't ask anything more, against an okay Central Lafourche team, 51-0. You protected the goose egg on the board, scoring 51 points with a lot of young kids in the game early and often. So, couldn't be happier for those guys now. Get home, take care of your body, do the proper things in school, and let's continue to get better.
Well, next up on the schedule is supposed to be the Zachary Broncos, supposedly here at the Toronto Airline, September 8th at 7 o'clock kickoff. There have been some talks, maybe some scheduling issues. Don't know the logistics of what's going on. So right now we're going to say Patriots versus Zachary here at the Toronto Airline next Friday night. If that doesn't happen, we'll get it out via social media and emails and what have you. Hopefully that's not the case because we want to keep playing. I don't want to have an off week. I'm getting in the rhythm here.
Me either. It's nice. And I tell you what, we talked about this earlier. Sometimes it's interesting when a game is like this, when it's kind of a one-sided game. Sometimes those are hard to call because the other team's not giving us that much action. We're constantly talking about our guys, and they don't have that many explosive plays. I really love calling the tough games. Those are the ones that are fun to call because you can talk about a lot of different situations in the ball games and things that they could do. So bear with us. It's going to get better. We're starting to get back into the flow of the game. Second game of the season now, the first official game. We have cobwebs just like everybody else, but like we said before, super excited about being here with you again on JohnCurtisPatriots.com this year, and there's going to be a lot more live action.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again for listening to us. We appreciate all the listeners and, of course, all of our sponsors. Thanks to the Patriots for putting up a nice game. The coaching staff, of course, the Colonial Regiment, the Dance Line, and the Flag Girls. Thank you for your efforts as well. So on behalf of Gordon Hebert, Robbie User, Danny Wimpron, and Kevin Fayard, until next Friday night, September 8th at 7 o'clock kickoff, we'll have 6:45 pregame. Go Big Blue.
God bless.